All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome back. It's Thursday night. It's April 2nd now, 2026. This is People in the Boxes, episode 189 tonight. If you're watching this, you might be catching us on the replay. Let us know what you think in the comments, and we'll get back to you. We're going to play a little intro here to get this party started. If you could help us out with that, hit the like button, shout it out to your friends, tag everybody. Email the governor, tell everybody we're going to be live. We're going to be talking about luck tonight. Lady Luck, baby. Let's go. Let's talk about it. We're going to play this intro. We'll be right back.
Feel a face. You say your boss is just a mask. You say your hope is alcoholic. We pass the mic like passing scars. Trade our trauma, trade our taste. Topic of the week, are we? More than signals, less than souls. Someone laughs, someone cries, someone's kid runs through the call. Drag it to the ground! If this is all we get, these little cages of light, then burn the borders out, let them bleed into the night. Raise your hand to the webcam.
And we're back. Hello, hello, everybody. Let's see here. Let me fix this. Okay, got that. Couldn't see us.
Hello.
What's up, guys? People in the box. This is 180. Some new special guests for you today. And okay, there's Bean back. We've got TJ, and he's actually able to. Well, hold on. TJ, are you having trouble with your camera? Because we might all have to might all have to leave except for TJ because of the Rumble Studios. Anyway, we got Troy Stevens on with us from Permanent Farms. Hey, you got it. Nice.
There's TJ.
And get it. Yeah, it's okay. You're fine. No rush. I got plenty of things to tell everybody before we're getting started here. We got. Oh, looks like Bean has to come back. We got Chris. We got Kim. Kim, I assume you can hear me now. No? You can't hear me, Kim? I think she might have sent me a message. Kim's having some audio trouble.
Yeah, she had said that in the chat.
Interesting. Well, wouldn't be the first technical glitch I've had this week, for sure. She's left and come back a couple times. Bean is having a problem, it looks like. Damn. Well, let me just tell everybody what's going on, and if we can get into
Hey,
it.
can everybody hear me?
We can. Yes.
Sweet.
Oh yeah. We got TJ, aka All Kindsnine, in the house, and Troy with us, and of course we got Crispy, extra crispy, in the house. Kim and Bean will be with us. Hopefully we can get those things fixed. You hear it good, Mikey? Okay, all right. Still cannot hear anything, and I'm not able to access from my phone.
I know someone's having a problem getting on the stream here as well.
Oh, there he is. He's here. He's here. Don't we have the same problem before? So Kim may end up have to sit out on this one. Bean, you can hear us okay?
Yeah.
Okay. Everyone else is good except Kim on the audio. It's crazy. All right. Well, while she's messing with that, let's pull up the wheels while we chat for a minute, because you guys have never been on this show, so we're going to explain it to the audience while we explain it to you guys at the same time. It is a show basically about trying to come together and share our experiences on topics where the topic is very, very common as possible, and basically something that almost everybody would have some experience, either first or second hand. Someone who had it happen or whatever. And so today we're talking about luck. We just got through March. March is over with, so we're gonna wrap it up a little bit by talking about luck. And of course, I'm going to put everybody on the door prize here as we get going. If anybody has any stories that they didn't send in, like I had a couple, obviously in the military. I talked about it not too long ago. Bean, remember when I talked about that close call I had where like the RPG just barely missed the back of my truck or whatever? Like that was pretty lucky, like a couple feet off of dying. Like little things like that happened to me while I was overseas all the time. Like it was nonstop.
Just little.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I mean that is little because it's like lucky. Like nothing happened. Like it was like angel, like a what do you call it?
A near-death experiences can still be
the angel, guardian angel. Yeah, like I had a guardian angel going on.
In my opinion, a little is like your hydroplane. You get control back of your car for your life. That's little.
Whoa!
Having an RPG go by you.
That's a lot.
That's life-changing.
Yeah.
It flew
Life
right
flashes before your eyes.
Well, what happened was, I'll tell you the quick version. I saw I'm driving a semi that's got about 7,500 gallons of jet fuel on the back.
Oh, shit.
And I'm looking in the rear view mirror and I see it coming. It was nighttime, so you could see this like smoke cloud or smoke trail. I could see it coming. I thought, oh, that's it, And then I look out the other mirror and I see it come out the other side, and keep going out into nowhere. And I'm like, wow, that was lucky. That was lucky. Can't access
lottery ticket. Yeah.
She can't access Rumble. Somehow she's here, but without sound. I don't know what to tell you, Kim.
This may be a dumb, obvious question, but is her computer sound muted? somehow.
She can't hear us, so you'd have to send her a message. If you could try and do that. I'm trying to fill this in here, and I also have to load in a few stories. Always something, right? It's always something.
Mm-hmm.
Vicky, hello, my Aunt Vicky in the house. Chris, we talked about it, and she's my aunt now, not yours.
What's up, Anthony?
Thank you, Brenda. Okay, we should be caught up on that. Let me try and get us a couple stories in here. Okay, so for you two, since you're new at this, what we'll be doing is reading stories at random, one at a time, and the stories will be consistent of somebody that's on the screen. Someone on the screen wrote it, and we have to decide who wrote it. So we're going to be getting about 4 or 5 minutes on a timer to decide who we think wrote it. So Kim said she did have this problem before. Well, how did you fix it before? I guess we'll just have to. I mean, we can skip her for now, but I don't like that idea. Go ahead.
No, it was. I answered the question in my head before I asked it.
Yeah. Well,
That happens sometimes.
It sucks, but sometimes nothing you can do. So we'll read the stories at random, get a few minutes to kind of talk about it and kind of poke each other a little bit, see who we think did it, and then you have to give your final answer. And then everybody in the chat can play along with us, and in a live chat you get extra chances on this door prize wheel if you get it right. So no big deal if you don't get it right. Just give it a shot. You see everybody's names on their boxes.
Can we comment in the comments?
Yeah.
I don't see it.
Well, maybe not from where you're at in the studio.
Oh, okay, yeah, no problem.
If you want to
hear about some invites, I think people were having a little issue trying to get in, but we'll see here.
Yeah, well, it seems like the par for the course. Facebook has gotten it all jacked up. The comments.
Yeah, these people are trying to watch through Facebook. So let's see here.
Never fixed it. Well, what do you mean? You were on last week.
I'm gonna have them follow Waylon the farm, Indoor the farm.
Yeah, tell them to come over there. We're also on YouTube and other places.
I don't know if it links to my account, but I'm out.
No, it doesn't.
Okay.
You could share it if you want, but it doesn't link that way. All right. Well, I guess we might just be out of
It should be on that profile. Make sure to follow.
I had to put my glasses on to see everything. Oh, hey, Don, you made it. Brenda's our story keeper tonight. By the way, guys, I'm less than 30 follows from 5K. So if you haven't followed my page,
good. On what? Rumble here or what?
Waylon the Indoor Farmer on Facebook.
Okay. Here, we'll get you over 5,000 cents when the show's over.
That'd be nice. It's been trying to do that for a while. I bought a new computer. Oh, so it's a different computer. What's up, Nathan?
Okay.
Just keep trying, Kim. Keep trying. Well, I don't know if she's trying. Let me see. Let me just type it to her.
Smoking's cool?
Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna need one in a minute here. Jeez. It's like this every time. I gotta something to deal with. There you go. Keep trying, Kim. That's the chat that I put up for her. Yeah, we got 3 minutes until a little fire in the hole break. Speaking of, check out this background, Bean. I made us a little background to put up whenever during the show.
Nice.
New visual.
Yeah, just to kind of throw in the different logos of the few reoccurring co-hosts that have like something to promote or something that they want,
Why am I not on there?
Where's your logo, Chris?
I'll make one.
I just put my
I can
face.
send you my logo.
His face, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, you have to you have to commit to be one of the people in the pool of players. You know, you don't have to be here every week, but you have to be like like once a month maybe would be good.
I plan on getting on here quite a bit.
Okay. I guess she can't hear us still. She's still messing with it. Okay.
Man,
Well,
that's
we're gonna have to.
what a bummer. That's bullshit.
Because it's helping me get used to being on the camera, so I can do it on my page too.
Yeah, just think about etiquette and try to pick up how to get in the conversation, because when there's 6 people on screen, it's a little bit more difficult. You gotta there's some people that want to just take over the conversation, but it's a back and forth. You got to give that moment for other people to get in.
Oh yeah.
I don't take over. I ramble.
Yeah, well, I feel like I'm rambling. Let's do this 420, and then we'll probably have to
420 again
in 1 minute. Yeah.
I just did a dab. That lasts longer, so
we're gonna have to do another one.
Well, you better get started. Better start heating up, Chris.
Get a baby dab.
All right, everybody, hit the hashtag PITB. Let's get some energy up in here. Let's wake everybody up, because I know the game is exciting and fun. We just have to hopefully get Kim into it. Otherwise, she's going to have to sit out, unfortunately.
There's no other way to do communications with her through like a phone call or text message or anything. I don't know. I'm just trying to think.
I mean, I could. That would be kind of
I know
difficult.
Yeah. Now she's on mute. Does that doesn't matter, right?
We can hear her when she unmutes, but she can't hear us.
She can't even hear us yet. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird. Works for everybody else.
Kind of takes the momentum bubble out of the show right at the beginning. Like
you don't have control of the mute.
The first show I saw like this, Kim was in it.
We were talking on mute. On YouTube, there's no delay.
Oh, really?
So if she listens on YouTube, she should be able to hear us.
Okay.
Can we hear her?
We can hear her right now, yeah.
Yeah, ask somebody's message her and tell her to turn her microphone on.
Let's see if I can send her a message that she'll see. I don't know if she's looking at the messages. Kim, go to YouTube. There.
I mean, it might be like a slight delay, but it's usually right on the point.
Delay, and you can.
So being.
I mean. He stepped away right as he asked.
My bad. That light was blinding me.
Yeah.
Nope.
I was just looking at the profile. I don't think I've met you before, sir.
No?
No, I don't think I've seen you around.
I'm more surprised. He's from Florida, so Troy, I'm more surprised that you have never been to any of the Missouri cannabis events. There's so many of them. Like, they're huge over there now.
Man, I just moved over there 4 years ago, and I haven't been.
Oh, I see. I got you. Yeah. You're not from that area then. I thought you were from the old Illinois. Oh, did we pass it? We passed it. 421.
And if you're looking at my main account, there's nothing really on there. I stream on like Fire in the Hole MS Comedy.
Oh, okay. So it's not this Bean Dango one here.
That's my main account.
Got you.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's just me, but somebody's microphone.
You're kind of sounding a little staticky too.
Laggy.
Everyone else sounds good to me. Might just be
Do
you.
I sound okay?
Yeah. Well, you sound like Chris, but for Chris, it sounds fine.
There's nothing you can do about the video, so I guess we're.
I wonder if.
I can't do anything about how you look, but you sound okay.
Do you guys think I could sue that hospital? Because they screwed up my neck surgery. They went through my throat and they messed up my vocal cords. That's why my voice sounds like this. They fucked that shit up, and then I had to stay in the hospital for like 3 days. I couldn't talk for like a week and a half.
Oh damn! You don't sound like. It sounds like a normal voice. I don't know what you sounded like before, but it doesn't sound like weird.
It used to be like a little bit. I don't know. I think I sound really nasally. Maybe it's just in my head. I sound nasally.
Yeah, it sounds like a normal person's voice to me.
It sounded like this before.
Yeah, after you got kicked in the nards.
Okay, let's see now.
I'm a real boy.
Here we go. We'll do it like this. Okay. So Kim's back in.
Cross your fingers.
Maybe she's on the phone this time. Anyway, I
wasn't able to turn my camera on my phone. There was too
Are
many
her
people
stories
in here
still
already.
in here?
TJ had to do the same thing, but luckily he came in first, so he was able to turn it on.
Correct and get back.
Lucky
Eh,
bastard.
Hey.
So Kim's stories are going to be on here, but she's not here.
Well, if that happens,
How you doing?
if she
No, I mean, I just
Hold
want
on,
to make
hold on.
sure she is.
yes, if that happens, Brenda will just tell us that's her story, unless she can't. If she
Oh,
can't.
I didn't know if we could just guess it was hers or not. That's what I was saying. I didn't know if her
But
stories were
she
still
won't.
included.
No, I can't do it that way because she won't be able to like follow up or tell us what happened.
Okay.
Or engage.
So after we find out, once we've gone through a few minutes and we decide who we think the stories are, then we get Brenda will reveal the story author, and whoever the author is gets a few minutes to describe like what happened, some details on it. Anything, Kim?
I don't think so. Damn it.
I can see she's frustrated, but
Yeah, she is. It sucks. Bummer.
maybe I call her. I'll send her a direct message.
I don't think I'm on her. I sent her a message earlier, but I don't think I'm on her friends
Do you
list.
know if she tried a different browser?
Yeah, that browser. She's not using a tablet, is she? Sometimes tablets
Like
don't
if
like.
she's using Chrome, maybe try Internet Explorer. Maybe try Firefox. I don't know what different one she has. On her
Somebody
computer.
Hey,
Yeah.
so what browser are you using?
I'm using Windows.
What browser? Like Chrome or
Internet Explorer.
or Safari, Google, Chrome.
Try a different one.
Try using a different one. The one that actually works best is the Brave browser, which you might not have. Just try any other. Why is that laugh? Why is that funny? It is. What
We can
works
hear
best.
her, so have her turn her microphone on, and maybe she can hear you through the speaker. Or she just kind of has her phone.
Bean was
We almost
laughing.
hear her.
You can't hear them. I know you are, and it's okay. We're trying to figure it out. So try any other browser that you might have. And the reason.
Something wrong with my computer. Something got switched in here or some fucking thing. I'm like really irritated right now, so it's not a good time to talk.
All right. Well.
Contact Microsoft support so they can fix it. Because I can't even hear. I went in to see if I could hear freaking YouTube, and I can't even hear YouTube.
What I just read was that her computer might not be giving permission to the browser to allow the audio in Rumble. So she might
make sure
you might not be able to hear what they're saying. Bean said that what he read about was that you might not have permission in the browser for Rumble. But she's saying that she couldn't even hear YouTube on it. So something else going on.
Same thing. That might not be giving. She might not have permission for the Internet Explorer to use her audio.
What happens if you put that phone close enough to the microphone? Because we could hear everything she said.
She has to be able to hear from this.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay.
I'm
just trying to help.
Permission settings.
You're fine.
That's annoying, man. I'm sorry, Kim.
Permission
settings.
settings.
Where your app store, or wherever you're stored, and you get to it. There should be permission settings that allows you
I
to
hear you,
give
TJ.
permission to the audio or the microphone or the
I'm having trouble. My phone keeps messing up. That's why I was asking.
I hear you. I'm sorry. I don't know if she's gonna. I think she probably checked.
If she's not getting audio on anything, then that would probably be the case.
Are you talking, Chris?
And I would go to a different.
No, it's messaging TJ.
Mm-hmm. Try it. Yeah, try a different browser. But if you got to sit out, it's okay, Kim. But we'll figure it. Get it figured out. But don't don't worry too much about it. I'll let you go. I'm being saying that maybe your permissions aren't set right for the browser itself. Check a different browser.
Just fine like 3 days ago, and now it's not working. So there's something going on.
Right.
And it's
Well, that does suck. 3 days ago.
So it's like even frustrating me even further. So
Right.
it's like,
all right. Well, just sit out this one then, and maybe figure it out, and come and say you figured it out when you get in the comments and tell us that maybe you figured it out. Okay.
What if she watches YouTube on her phone?
Could you watch YouTube on your phone?
I want to try and get my computer fixed. I can't do this because I'm not ready to have a freaking panic attack.
I got you. Well, woosah. No, it's not that serious. Take a break.
You might be able to roll your computer back a couple of days to the
I'll
last
talk to you
save
soon.
point or something, so it might not be that bad.
Yeah, she's not interested in taking suggestions.
You get it.
Yeah. Let her come back and cool down.
Yeah.
That shit gets annoying. Don't trust me.
I'm sorry, Kim.
I'll have to. Well, she can't hear you. All right. Okay, let's try to have a game here. Let's see. Kim will be changed to Bean. Chris, TJ, and Troy. So there are 5 of us. There are 2 points for every time that you get the correct answer, and you get 1 point for every person that you fool when it's your story. So yes, Brenda, if you could tell me which stories are hers, because I guess when they come up, that's fine. Question, Troy?
So what are the? So yeah, okay. I guess I'll ask questions if I aren't comfortable. I think I kind of got the idea.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes to interrogate each other, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. TJ, if you could, man, I don't know if it's going to be easy for you on the phone, but if you could try to mute when you go to cough, because for 2 reasons. I don't want you trying to like hold it in or half cough or whatever, and obviously for the sound. But yeah, people will like try to hold it in and shit. You don't want to hurt yourself.
Pass out.
Yeah. All right, cool. So we got our 5-minute timer. Let's go with story number 1. Let's get it moving. We're a little late. Story number 1. I was looking for a job before I moved, and luckily it had a good signing bonus. So the signing
here.
Right. Chris is hiding.
I know. I'm trying to watch faces to see who's gonna perk up.
So this. I'm trying to figure out the luck here, because it sounds like the sign-on bonus was lucky, because then when you move, you got like a little chunk of to get things settled. It's nice. It's really nice. When this happened to me, I was really happy about it. I tell you what, it's one of those things. So TJ, you just moved not too long ago.
Yeah.
Like it seems like maybe.
How's the new job?
Yeah.
What do you do for work, TJ?
What I do for work?
Yeah.
I'm a diesel tech.
You're what?
I'm a diesel tech.
By the way, guys, remember, you don't have to be truthful at this point. Like
It's all like a $3,000 sign-on bonus.
Okay, so this is like a
like you got to try and fool us. That's the whole point. So it definitely could be. TJ did say something about moving, but also Troy didn't.
I just came to a legal state.
He moved not too long ago too.
Right about the time recreation started here.
And this doesn't say recently either. It doesn't necessarily mean this year.
That's true.
I was looking for a job before I moved, and luckily it had a good sign. So I don't think this was Chris. But he's staring off into space.
I did a dab.
That dab hit him hard.
Yeah, they gave me a lot of mushrooms, man.
That was the bonus. That was the signing bonus, luckily. I moved everything by hand that night, from one place to the other, 2 miles away.
Hello, everybody in Rumble.
Try.
Let's see some dancing bananas out there.
Troy, what do you do for work?
I'm an indoor caregiver. I mean, a caregiver. I live in caregiver. Yeah, for a family member.
They could have a decent sign-on bonus too.
I
guess not for the family member as much, right?
Yeah. So I'm trying to get people in here. We're having a bunch of people that can't get in here still. So let me
what do you mean? They can't find the live stream?
No, I've said it to them. They said, I'm an indoor. She sent me a screenshot back, and the link's completely gone from the message that I sent her. It's weird.
Are they trying to get in on Rumble or on Facebook?
I think they're trying to follow through Facebook, or that's why I'm sending them the Facebook link here to the.
I'm not surprised. I'm literally Facebook, and it's not just me. I don't want to sound like I'm so special, but a lot of people, most smaller creators, anybody that's not like a big name, they do something called small rooming, which is where mostly only the people who already have contact with you can see you. New people have much harder time actually being able to access. And it's a known thing that.
Yeah, this is the first time I've been on this platform or this service.
Oh, right.
It's rare that I get new people in my lives anymore.
I thought you were StreamYard.
Nope.
If I made some kind of, like, any kind of platform and I'd open up, I would break that platform. I just shenanigans and weirdness. Everybody would just follow because everybody else in the world is so uptight. It'd be such a breath of fresh air. Go, hey, this guy's kind of retarded and crazy at the same time. I like him.
What's up?
Dylan, what did you do after the military?
I think it was TJ.
I did move, and I got a giant bonus when I got the disability check. Talked about
That's not a sign-on bonus. Come on, man.
Oh, you're right. That's not a sign-on bonus.
You didn't do like work after the military, though?
No, but I did get a sign-on bonus for the military when I first signed up.
So I got a question. Are you in on this game too? Are you the host?
Yeah. No, all of us are in as well. That's why that's why you guys sent your stories to a third-party person. That way I can play. Yeah.
Okay. I was wondering what your input was about. Okay.
So I did work at companies after the military, but never had a sign-on bonus. That's
what you're
going
to tell us about.
Yeah. Right.
Sometimes
what's a sign-on bonus? What, Chris?
I said sometimes I use the Force to try to see what people are thinking.
I'm going with TJ.
I didn't know if you.
Well, somebody here has.
That's what I said.
I think it's TJ. I just seen him smile.
That's
what
I said.
I'm going to say TJ. I don't know how much time we got left, but 9 seconds. 8. Yeah, it's TJ.
Yeah, it's not your fault, TJ. It's your first time.
Yeah, man, you got to get that poker face.
You got to have the
We're
poker
gonna blame
face
you with everything.
I'm looking at Bean now too.
No, what cracked me up was saying he used the Force to.
I was convinced when Waylon said,
"Let the Force be your guide."
Yeah, Waylon kind of gave it away like right off the bat. I was like, bro, come on.
Well, earlier in this, I don't know if we were live yet, but you were like, "Yeah, I just moved." You were just telling Troy that.
Yeah. No, we weren't live yet. No, we weren't live.
I thought we weren't live yet. Yeah.
Well, but you were telling us about it. You should have, you got to keep it.
Yeah.
But you
should have said you're a foreign exchange student from the Netherlands.
You're just a tender little babe of a virgin from people in the boxes. We're gonna teach you the ways.
Mold you.
Poker
Teach me the ways, old Jedi.
Let's see it. Anybody?
Exactly. You know where the thumb goes, right?
I see some people coming in, Troy. Thanks, man.
Okay, good deal, dude.
Some people are finding it anyway. Scott, what's up? Okay, did anybody pick TJ in the chat? Not a dancing banana, but a banana nonetheless. There is a dancing banana. Somebody found it recently. Hey, Tom, what's up, man? Tom.
It took me a while to find
it. Was did everybody guess, and was the answer revealed?
I guess
no. Everyone but TJ guessed, but TJ basically more or less let us know. So TJ
was TJ, right?
TJ, this is how it works. Just to give you guys, so you know in the future, if it is your story, you still get to guess. But you cannot guess yourself. You have to guess somebody else, and you can use that to sort of push it off on someone. Oh, I bet it's so-and-so. I bet it's this person.
I was waiting my turn to talk, but everybody was kind of talking, so
that's okay. You're fine, man. It's all good.
Jump in there.
Got to jump in. Now, this is the best part.
I'm high.
This is the best part, though, because you do get a chance to to elaborate on it. Did anybody? Okay, we got Alice. No, Alice. It was Big Mike, Lila Rose. That's it. Big Mike and Lila Rose on the Rumble. Okay, so Brenda, you can go ahead and tell us if you like, but I think TJ is our answer. All of us got it except
no answer.
Let's see, 2, 2, 2, and 2.
Did you guys know that Alice is a ballerina?
I believe it. Chris, that was a fart, not the force. Big Mikey said.
Yeah, I was saying that's why I laughed at earlier.
You're right, Brenda. He already did. Okay, so that was yours. So TJ, you get the floor, brother. What? So tell us about it. You moved from what'd you say? South Mississippi.
Yeah, I moved from Mississippi to up here to have better opportunities. I started my business when I first moved up here, All Kindsnine. And when I came up, before I come up here, I tried to make sure I had a good job. So when I got up here, I didn't have a job. So just luckily they had a sign-on bonus with the job. So.
Oh wow, what was
Somebody
it?
Was looking out for you.
Right.
What
was it? Welding?
No, diesel tech.
Diesel tech. That's actually what I did in the military at first. Diesel engine repair. Cool.
It can be fun some days.
You go to school for that, right?
No, I went to school to be in industrial maintenance.
Really?
And then
I've been to 48 states and 3 countries doing that.
Jesus.
Wow.
Been to Washington State?
Say what?
Been to Washington State?
Yeah, I've been to all 4. I've been coast to coast.
Nice, dude. Hell yeah.
The only 2 states I ain't been to yet was Alaska and Hawaii.
Yeah, my bad. I should have figured that out. I'm so stoned. I forgot what my fucking. I was trying to remember which ones were mine that I turned in. I can't even remember my. Oh, there's the bell. I'll be right back, guys.
Okay. I see a few new people popping in, guys. Thanks for coming in. I do put you on the door prize. You do have to be here to win it at the end of the show, about an hour from now. And if you would hit the like button and share it, and also maybe follow the channel. I'm trying to get to really close to 5K.
I've been to 4 different states that I didn't even know I was in. I just wake up in them.
4986. Getting close.
I don't think that's a good thing, Chris.
Well, I haven't done that in a while.
Oh, Kim's back. Can you hear us now, Kim?
Hey, Kim.
Kim? No? Okay. She's trying. I don't think she can play necessarily, but maybe we can. Might be a triumphant moment to have her come back in with the audio working.
Oh, damn it.
Troy must have a pizza guy at the door or something.
You motherfuckers.
Hey, you wore a green shirt too, Bean. Winners think alike. You ever heard that? Winners think alike. What in the Rumble is going on? I just realized we are going to like 3 different Rumble. What is happening here? Twitch has not worked. We'll try to reconnect Twitch. Okay, now Twitch is live. That's crazy.
I get Twitch when a big booty walks by. It's like Twitch.
Let's see. We did talk. We did play a luck version of Game Night the last month or so. This weekend we'll be revealing a new game. But yeah, Lucky Fucks was fun. Lucky Fucks was interesting. Lots of luck and some skill involved. Puzzle solving.
They're won remote one time, right?
Oh wow! Kim said they're remote accessing to fix it. Nice.
Wait, I won one time, didn't I?
Game Night on Lucky Fucks? Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. There's Brenda on the YouTube. Everything else is working. Yeah.
I promise you, I did not know what was going on.
It's like there's literally 3 different YouTube or 3 different. There's 2 different, or no, there's 3 Facebooks and there's 3 Rumbles on my screen. You guys can't see it, but very weird.
Waylon, did you eat the big mushroom or the little one?
Looks like there's a body behind Troy. Don said. Alice got all the nope rope. Wow, you guys, the comments are wild. All right, Troy's back. All good, brother?
That's the caregiving part. Yeah, she was just getting up for a minute. We're good for a while.
I thought maybe the pizza guy was there.
Or a tornado.
Right. Yeah, here we go. Story number 2. I was given a copper and glass statue that I always hang in my grow room for good luck. The one time I did not, we had a fire.
Ooh.
Okay, so timer starts now. Who
all in here grows though? I don't know you guys well enough. I wish I did.
Yeah.
I know Bean's a grower. Chris, are you a grower?
Bean,
Really?
just
Lila, get the hell out of here with your spiders.
Yeah,
Bean, you're
You're
muted.
freak me out.
Not me.
His name is not Bean due to cannabis seeds. It's just
I don't grow.
His nickname. Yeah, he
You don't
doesn't
grow?
grow.
Yeah,
But
he's
I
a
just
liar
smoked it.
too, though. I don't know.
But he has grown, so this could be him.
Oh yes, that's okay. Let me read this again.
The one time.
I think
Yeah,
it was
the last time I grew
The way
it
it's written,
was
it's
bad.
like current rooms is that I always hang in my grow room because of
Hey, but it says it's a current grow room.
yeah, it says that I always hang in my grow room for good luck, so that means it's current, does it not?
Yeah, so
Well, if they were growing, it would probably still be hanging up.
It sounds like it sounds current, yeah, but it doesn't necessarily have to be.
Hang in the grow room.
I
Yeah.
always hang beads in my car. I don't have a car right now, but when I do, I always hang beads in it.
But you have a grow room with a copper and glass statue in it, I bet.
Right.
That doesn't mean I do right now, right?
But you
Dude,
might have.
you think you have the car in Cheech and Chong where you hang little shit off the windows?
Yeah, the dingleberries,
Hang
man.
off your ceiling?
Gotta have dingleberries. I'm going to say.
No, it was the van when they set up the van.
There it is.
That van right there. Nice
Hell
dreams.
yeah. Speak of the devil.
Nice dreams.
Huh.
So I'm gonna. TJ, do you grow? I know you sell products, but
I think it's Troy.
I keep forgetting
Troy.
Waylon's a grower too.
well,
It says grow room. It doesn't say cannabis.
some people
Cancer
think I
and-
grow things. I grow some things.
It's
once in a
Troy.
while, I've grown of something.
Troy.
What makes you
Is that
say
your
that?
final answer?
Chris.
Is that your final answer?
My
Chris?
final answer is Troy.
I'm going
Okay.
with Bean.
I'm gonna go
Chris,
with
You guys
Chris.
think you guys
Chris,
think
you
I'd
grow?
have
Chris,
something
yeah, let me
hanging
hold on. I
in
want
my
to think
grow
about my
room?
Chris is jumping on people awfully quickly.
Chris is a grower.
Chris, you grow?
That's what throws people off, kind of. I don't know. And then,
Do you-
I mean,
do
no,
you
it's
know-
not TJ. So it's Waylon. God, I think it's Waylon or Chris. Waylon.
It
I
is.
think it's Chris.
I am so clumsy. If I had something hanging there, I would definitely. I'd burnt my
Well,
head off. Lights.
You're just like I am, dude. Yeah, they made me wear a helmet most of the time.
You have a lantern-shaped dent in your forehead. I mean,
I can see.
Well, that was from a baby. I was actually dropped on my head as a child.
okay, I believe.
Like
it.
I'm dead ass serious. I have a checkmark scar right here.
So
I don't want to. I would never play poker with a Bean guy. He's too quiet.
we got some votes for Chris. Got some votes for Troy. Looks like that's it. I'm gonna vote for Troy myself. We got Chris voted for Troy. You said Bean, Troy.
I think I'm going to go with Chris.
Okay. Try to just for future reference, guys. Try to say things like "I think it's this person," but then once you say
Final answer.
right? Once you sound more definitive about it, I'm going to take it as the final answer.
Okay.
No,
I thought we had
no.
another minute 35 before we
do.
recorded them. Oh, okay.
I just
I
decided.
said, that's
my
that.
decision.
That's that nigga right there. That
Because he
nigga. I
jumped on
seen
it.
him.
Like, he was the first person to guess.
We
So-
don't have to take the full time either, but we
Oh,
can
I
also
got you.
do longer if
Okay.
we have to. TJ, what do you think? You said
Uh,
Chris?
I think it's Chris.
Bean?
I'm gonna go
Ow.
with
Me?
yeah, you Waylon.
See, it's going to be Waylon too. and then-
My grow room is on TV every fucking week, so I don't know how you guys would miss that.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because I see your stuff all the time and I've never seen it.
I'd be like,
Now, hold on. It's a statue. How do you hang a statue?
I don't know. Troy, you tell us.
Don't you mount this statue?
With copper wire you'd hanging around its neck.
Is that
Oh,
is that what's making
it hangman style? Oh shit!
Yeah,
that's got to be
Look,
Chris
man,
now.
there's definitely grow lights that weigh more than a copper. So we got Kyle. What's up, Kyle? We got vote for me, vote for Chris.
Kyle, that damn you. That Kyle.
Okay, 20 seconds. Who hasn't voted yet? Troy.
I think everybody's in.
Troy, who did you say for sure?
Chris.
And Bean, who'd you say? I'm sorry.
You.
You said me. Okay. All right, Brenda. Everybody's stories are in. Who cleaned up that time? Kyle, I got you on the, or should I say, what was your name over there? Chuck Taylor on YouTube. Brenda says this story belongs to Troy.
oh shit.
I'm the man. I am the man. I am so smart.
So how do you hang it?
Tell us about it.
Actually, not a statue. I fucked up. Like I said, I was so stoned. It's a copper, like, galaxy-looking thing. It's got glass, like, planets and shit in it. And I always hang
Crystals
it.
and stuff.
Yeah, so I don't even know what you
Kind of like a pyramid.
Wind chime or something, but yeah, it's my good luck charm for sure.
How big is it?
Not very big. Not that big. Yeah.
Does it actually light anything?
What's that?
Does it actually light up? Like
No. It's just glass. It's like a spiral piece of copper, and it's got these glass supposed to be planets and shit. Yeah, they're really cool looking. I got it. It was
a wind ornament.
Room, and it's been there ever since.
I see.
The one time I didn't hang it up is when I moved to Eastern Washington, and we had opened the rec farm, and then we had the fucking it was I forget, the twist fires came through and killed 3 firefighters and took out like hundreds of thousands of acres and took out our farm along the way.
Oh wow!
It was bad, but so never again.
Well, go check out Permanent Farms, you guys. Make sure you guys definitely get chances to promote throughout or in the show. This show's nice because if you come on as a guest, it's not like real interviewee. You're not being asked all these like, hey, I was in your childhood. When did you think of this? But you still get to throw out your promotion stuff. Okay, so on screen, am I really the only one that said Troy? No,
I did. Yeah, so
Chris, you're gonna piss off Chris.
I said it first. I was the first one.
Yeah, he said it before the show started.
What'd you say, Bean? Bean Dongo Cash App?
2 thumbs and a big dick.
Yeah, just make sure you all follow me on Cash App.
Chris, let me ask you, what made you think it was me?
I used the Force.
Ah, that's right. Jedi mind trick.
We all got 2 points.
Chase knows it.
Currently,
now we got 3 stories left. Well, possibly because there's 2 stories each.
Oh, there's a lot more stories left, but we don't have to get to all of them. We just go until we get to
Okay. No, I'm kind of curious. Yeah,
that's what's nice about it. We can actually have extra and just like go as long as we want and be.
Are there any stories where people got naked? Let's do those.
Let's find out. I don't know. Let's find out. Story number 3. My master cylinder went out and I ended up in a farmer's field.
But you survived.
Yeah, like so. I don't want to go there. Chris,
it was Bean. Final answer.
It was a racist joke. Sorry, Chris. You were gonna get used there, but I don't.
Master.
Your
master went out in the field.
Did you get his cylinder back or what?
Master, you get that cylinder back? You get that cylinder
back? Okay, so master.
Here's Bean. Final answer.
Bean is pretty mechanically inclined, actually. I would assume TJ is too with his job background.
You don't need to be mechanically inclined for your master cylinder to go out.
That's what I said.
but well, okay, I'll give you that. But I will say, like, if you're not mechanically inclined, you're not calling it master cylinder. You're saying my car. Yeah, like my car caught on fire.
No. Everybody that doesn't know shit about cars knows the exact part that goes wrong on their car. All of a sudden, they're telling everybody, like, how's your master cylinder?
That's true. That's true.
It's
I
true.
don't know.
I could see this being Chris. This could be Chris, although he's a little too excited. I don't think he'd be trying to poker face it right
Play it
now.
off a little.
So excited.
TJ's over there looking kind of stonewalled. Okay, he was
He's so
trying. He was.
fucking glazed.
Brenda's saying
close.
this is Kim.
Bernie's a fucking boy.
Oh, okay. This one's Kim. Got it.
We can hear somebody now.
That's Mrs. TJ.
Oh.
I have Kim in the back though. I wonder if she's gonna give it another try. All right, so that one went to Kim. Let's move on.
Mrs. TJ is in ninja mode. She's right there, but you just can't see her. You can only hear her.
So we'll call this story.
Hi, guys.
Oh, there she
Hey. So story number 4. I was leaving a party, but there were 2 exit doors. Luckily, I chose the right one. Okay, this sounds like an innuendo, Chris.
Yeah, you have to give us some more details on this one, Chris.
The fuck was the other one, Narnia?
I know, right?
Narnia would have been badass. I would have met
That
that
right
queen
one.
man like.
That would have been the right one, right? Yeah.
They were both exits. Like, didn't they both leave?
Were you in a men's bathhouse?
No, you stayed for the glory holes.
One
The
exit,
exit would be the right door. Yeah, I don't know what the wrong door would be. That would be bad.
What's your prescription platform or subscription platform, Gabe? Who are you asking? He
Do
was
you know
in
my
one-
prescriptions? I
My
got a list.
subscription
Oh, hey.
platform is Cash App, Bean Dongo,
Cash Sign.
$10 a month,
Right, six,
or however
six,
much you
three.
want to send.
You gotta manually do it though. Cash App needs to set up like a well, they might have a reoccurring payment thing. I don't know.
They need to let me dance.
Vi-
on Cash App
hey,
so I
listen,
can make
Chris.
some money.
Listen, my Aunt Vicky says he was in the one that dropped him on his head for real. He was like maybe a year, and I had him on my shoulders. Long story short, I tripped and fell, and he fell on his head. I felt really bad.
Did she catch him on the first bounce, though? Because if you catch him on the first bounce, it's not so bad. It's just when they slam back in.
Oh, hey, Kim said it's Bean.
I'm sorry, Chris.
Leaving a party, but there were 2 exit doors. That doesn't sound like there were 2 exit doors. That sounds like only one of them was an exit door.
Well, maybe
Yeah, the
exit
other one
door
sounds
went
like
out to a cop car or something.
You don't want
and
to
the
go
other
down that road now, Staunch.
one-
Which way? Up or down?
That's one of your fear stories, Chris. You were naked.
One
okay.
of my greatest fears is old men McCandy.
But who do you think this story belongs to, Chris? Let's try to rein it. Let's try to rein in our extra crispy. Let's get him into the topic here.
All right.
Get him into the topic.
I think it's you,
You already
Waylon.
said it.
There hasn't been a you story in a while.
What do you say, Bean? Oh, okay. You gonna go with me? I mean, you can pontificate a little bit on it.
There hasn't been a you story in a while, so I think odds are.
This has to be an old story. I mean, I don't know. TJ seems like the youngest guy here. He probably went to a party not too long ago. I was leaving a
I don't look a
party.
day over
vague
18.
about- Yeah, it could be.
Yeah.
This sounds like an acid trip.
This sounds like a Chris story, to be honest. I'm gonna go with Chris on this one.
I'm going with Chris.
I'm going with Chris.
Because I was thinking he may have took a little too many mushrooms that night.
Yeah, because honestly, there's a lot of questions here. Like, did you check both doors? Because I want to know what was in the other door. I don't think it was. I think it was probably a closet, or maybe like the pantry or something.
I think
Or
you're
an
trying
exit.
too hard, Waylon. I think it was Waylon. Waylon, final answer.
You already said that. Now you're just showing your
Now
hand.
you're deflecting. I think it's Chris.
Oh, I forgot.
It's Chris.
I forgot to not say that. It sounds like a glory hole room, Mikey says. Yeah, don't go in the room if there's a small hole in the wall with tape around it.
Hey,
Tape around
you
it.
go to a you go to a
There's so
glory
many
hole, there's a
questions
50-50
unanswered
shot.
here.
Yeah.
Not a free hot dog.
Chris.
Yeah.
Hey, just stay away from the
Are you
penis
guessing
dryer.
Chris then?
Stay away from.
Is that what you're saying, Bean? You think it's Chris?
Bean
Yeah, I
doesn't
think
say
everybody
anything.
got their answers in. We don't need that whole 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Chris, what was behind the door?
Troy, who'd you guess?
God, hold on. Let me stare these guys down real quick for a second. Chris, there you go.
Maybe
Thank you.
it was Troy. Okay. Everyone else said Chris. Okay. Brenda.
TJ. He's the only one that's
See.
partying. If it's not Bean, but it's TJ.
Yeah, the way it's worded, I really am feeling.
I know.
Feeling Chris.
But the only thing that was definitely clear about that was there was a party and there was 2 doors. That's about all I can get out of it. It's like one was a good.
And it seems like they were both like.
Yeah. What's behind the bad?
You know what I mean? Like,
Chris, we got to know, man. You got to give us something about this.
Wrong.
Hey, what's up, Lisa? Hey, Diane.
Like there was a door marked exit that just like fell.
Was
it or something?
Was it marked exit? That would be crazy. Diane. Chris, tell us about it. She revealed it already.
Chris?
Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
It's on the screen.
So, it was an acid party, and
I told you. I fucking told you.
And we made a lot of noise, and we were up on the roof of this small. My screen just went. Oh, they're good. What the fuck is going on?
Another acid trip.
My screen just went black.
Let's see.
All right.
Once
All right. Yeah. We're all tripping face, and we're like, all right, well, let's go down to the bar. We didn't even really want to drink. We just wanted to go and fuck around and have shenanigans. And then we're all going down these steps, and it was like different apartments and stuff like that. You get to the bottom, and it branches off, and there's 2 doors. And everybody started going to the left door and going out, and I was like, I don't want to have to I don't want to squish up in there. No, I don't want to touch people. I'm tripping. And I'm peaked. I am. You know what I mean? Like that. So I'm just like, I'm going to go through. And me and my boy Jeff, we went to the other door because he thought I was just freaking out. And I just didn't feel like doing it. And so he went with me. And we went out this side, which led us all the way on the other end of the building. And we looked over, and all we seen was red and blue lights while everybody else got arrested that came out, and we just...
Damn. Sober up real quick. Yep.
Nice. That's awesome.
Oh, no, we were still tripping face, but we ran like... I ran like the wind. I didn't feel my feet hitting the ground. I was the airbender. Air kept me up. I was just like...
How am I doing this?
That reminds me of a party I went to one time that we had to leave because, I was of age, but I guess evidently there was people there not of age, and so the cops showed up, and I ran out the back with a bunch of people, and everyone just scattered, jumping the fence, and just. It was funny though, is I went to a house. It was like.
I'll be right back.
Okay.
We'll be here.
I gotta grab my dog.
Okay. Get him. The cops showed up, and then we ran, and everyone else, like, I don't know where everybody else went, but me and like 3 people went to this guy's house that was only like next door. It was like a house or 2 next door. So then we got over there pretty quick, and we just got to watch out the window all the activity happening at the house we were just at, of like, different things, and I don't know, just. I don't know if anyone got arrested or whatever, but it was just
it was sure fun to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had a bad acid experience. I tried it once, and I won't ever be able to do it again, unfortunately. But I took between 30 and 40 hits on accident.
On like your first try?
Yeah, I got to the party late. I was in high school. I get to the party late, and everybody's already
got to catch up, right?
Well, they can't even talk to these people, and I had no idea what I'm doing. So I found the vial and dosed myself. I wanted to take 2 hits like everybody did, so I unscrewed it, filled up the vial, and shot the whole thing in my mouth. And people were like, no, it's 2 drops, not 2 fucking vials.
Oh, no.
There are 2 whole droppers. Yeah, so that was bad. Yeah, I
That's awesome, bro. That's fucking awesome.
Chris, let him talk. Yes. Chris, give him I can't hear him. Tell me what.
I remember coming back through the Washington State Cascade Mountain Range in my Celica, like my GT Celica. We're at 18, 19 years old. I'm finally starting to peak. We're doing like 120 straight up the side of a mountain. But and I asked the guy next to me, are we going uphill or downhill? And they said, oh, dude, pull over. Let us drive the fucking car. Yeah. I was high for about, God, it was weird because I don't know. There's times when I feel it again. But,
wow.
It lasted for weeks.
Weeks?
Yeah. It was the first week was not leaving my room. It was real bad. I thought I was going to. I immediately got home, grabbed my mom, woke her up in bed, and said, "Man, I don't know what the fuck's going on." He called 9, and they said, "There's nothing we can do for an acid overdose. Just ride the fuck
Yeah.
Right through.
So I went to
You're
my
on the train now.
Ride the wave.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
That is like I've had an intense trip, but it was like 14 hours, and I thought that was crazy. 2
Yeah,
weeks.
yeah, and it's weird. You're on it for that long. You actually don't even know if you've ever come down, or if you might be a different person if you didn't ever do that or something. But
Wow, yeah.
it's a
Dude,
powerful drug.
I had the hiccups for a week, and I thought that sucked.
Sorry, I had to go get this big head.
I never did that long, but I have peaked for 4 days off of some
Yeah, dude, it's
crystal.
not.
Like, I was handling it, and they had to tell me not to handle it, and I was like, and they're like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Well, you told me," and like, "No, you can't touch it." Like, I'm sorry. And whoa, my computer is fucking up.
Anybody smoke PCP on accident?
No.
I had a buddy one time.
Oh, there it goes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I had a buddy one time. He had a jar of the liquid acid, and he was at a party and stuff, and it accidentally he didn't screw the top back on good enough, and it leaked out all in his pocket. He tripped for like 2 weeks.
That's what
There's people that will stick sheets all over their body before they go into concerts to try to smuggle it in, and oh shit.
Right.
Oops.
Can you hear us yet, Kim?
Yeah, I finally got it.
There we go. Work the efforts.
Let's go.
One second, my dog's.
You're muted, Bean. I'm sure it's profound what you're saying.
Go back and take a couple guesses at the last couple stories.
She was guessing. She said Bean on the last one, so she didn't get
Who
that
was
one.
the last one? Oh, it was Chris. That's right. That's right.
So did anybody figure out who the master cylinder was?
We didn't really take
a chance to guess.
Told us, she told us it was you.
Was it Kim?
I don't think anybody was going to guess you because they were all thinking it couldn't have been a lady.
Why would it be a lady?
You had me convinced, Bean. Like I would have had her in the mix, but she just told us right away, which I told her to do. So
that shit is true, though. You got somebody that don't know nothing about cars. Something goes wrong. They're like, "Yeah, my transmission just blew. What's your transmission doing? How's your transmission?" Like that's all they could talk about.
My O2 sensor. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, but what? Okay, tell me from the perspective of a mechanic. What are they going to do? Are they just going to be like, yeah, the thingy, the doohickey blew, or like they're going to say the same thing?
Under the hood, you know. Yeah.
Now, to your point, people that are like that are going to be like every conversation they have, like, oh yeah, your transmission. Okay.
Anytime anybody wants to talk about cars,
that's so true. But I feel like a mechanic would have still had the same story if that was the case.
I know.
Anyway,
you couldn't only point it at a mechanic.
You want to know why it was lucky?
Yeah, tell us about
it. So my master cylinder had been going out for about a week, and my dad told me, he said, go pick up the part and come out to the house and I'll put it in for you. So I did. And I worked in Albuquerque, and my dad lived in Los Lunas, which was like a small kind of farming community outside of Albuquerque. Albuquerque is a big city. And so I'm driving along in rush hour traffic, and there's a red light ahead, and I hit the brake. Well, I didn't hit the brake, but I went to put my brakes on to slow down to stop at the light, and my car did not stop.
Ooh.
Yeah. And so as I'm trying to stop and I'm not stopping, there's traffic coming at me. There's buildings and shit on this side. So I cut across before the traffic that was coming towards me could get to me. I cut across and I drove off into a farm field.
Wow.
And then I sat there in my car holding my steering wheel, shaking and crying because it freaked me the fuck out. It was scary.
Was it an automatic or stick shift?
It was an automatic.
Yeah, next time try to jam that motherfucker in park or hit the e-brake. Just in case.
Well, I was 18 years old.
Yeah, I'm panicking when you're that brake pedal goes.
I wasn't panicking. I was like, I'd
panic.
I instinctively did what I did.
But then afterwards, all that,
the ditch or
that adrenaline hits you afterwards, and you're just like,
yeah. And so I sat there in the field for I don't know how long, for like 5 minutes or whatever, until I got my composure. And then I drove across the street and I used the payphone and I called my dad and I said, "Daddy." And he's like, "What, baby?" And I told him what happened. He says, "You'll be all right. Just come home. Just don't drive real fast." He said, and use your parking brake, do what you need to do.
Man.
And I drove out to my dad's house like that with no master cylinder. I was pretty scary shit, dude.
This is crazy from Lila Rose. She says, I had my car for just over a year, 6K, meaning like the mileage, and the timing chain broke. It's still sitting 3 years later. Like, wow. Yeah, that's messed up.
No, my Walmart grocery order got here. I'm sorry. My dog started going nuts.
That's okay. We had things to catch up on.
But when did Kim get back? Did you figure it out what it was?
Yeah, you missed it all.
Well, obviously you did, but
I can't tell you now. You missed it all. Rose.
I'll read your minds.
You'll have to watch the replay. You have to watch the replay.
Good luck with reading my mind. You'll get totally confused.
You have no idea.
Dazed and confused.
Dude, I'm a woman.
All right.
My boxes.
That's true.
I don't have boxes. I have a super information highway. You'll get in my.
She can't even read her mind.
What the fuck is this?
All right. Here's number 5. Story number 5. This panelist isn't one to plan anything. Just dives in and hopes it all works out.
That's last week's.
That's last week.
It is last week's.
Oh God. Okay.
Who
was it?
That's Bean. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's Bean.
So now we know how he talks. Okay.
I literally thought I was like Bean. Bean, why would you write this story? Like, I know this is you, and then I realized it's not the right story. Let's see. I didn't get
trying to play the Jedi mind trick.
Just reuse some of the stories. I know the answer to this one. Let me use it. Okay. Story number 5. I'm not superstitious about many things, but I do pick up any heads-up pennies for good luck and try not to break mirrors for bad luck. So Kim's
sounds
back
like you're superstitious.
Well, it says about many things.
Yeah.
So remember, Kim is back in the mix now. If anyone's watching, if you're gonna comment and get in on this, you got 5 minutes to give your votes. Tell us who you think this is
and why.
Boomers and X make my hormones go crazy. Wow, Lisa, careful with the wording. Got to vote for Kim. I wasn't sticking shit in my eyeballs, Diane. Oh, with liquid acid. Yeah, I never did that either. Couple votes for Kim.
Go
ahead.
He was saying something about crystals and copper wire and stuff earlier. So
you think Troy?
Superstitious Troy. I'm thinking. That's not my answer, but
it's weird. I'll tell you the first part. I am kind of superstitious. We got that tornado warnings popping up all over the time, so I started getting all ready around the house. And I'm like, watch. The more I get ready, the more probable we're going to get hit with a tornado. I'm very superstitious, but this one isn't me.
I don't pick up pennies, but if I do see one on tails, I flip it over to heads so somebody else can get it.
Just because,
you don't pick it
yet, but it could be a double. It's hard to say.
Bean's the kind of person that would flip it over heads up and glue it to the table, or something like that. Like straight up, just super glue,
and sit around for hours just to watch.
Glue $1 down to the
and laugh.
Yeah. Rose says me. My answer is everyone. Well, this isn't everyone. I mean, some people hold like the rabbit's foot. Like I have a Lucky's rabbit's foot somewhere, and horseshoe,
No, I'm not weird like that.
horseshoe, lucky horseshoe, lucky coin. I got a couple of coins. I got this drill sergeant coin I got back in the day that I hold on to. I think stones are lucky, like these different stones that I wear.
Are you saying this is you, Waylon?
This is me, but what I'm saying is I have some other things that I consider. Like you could consider like horseshoes, which I
What
don't
you
have.
got hanging around your neck? Everybody seems to got something almost.
Yeah, man, this is
You got
like
you got stone.
copper, and there's 5 different stones in this.
Nice.
Yeah.
Copper. Okay, see, I love
I also have a stone in this, and
copper again.
The person who made it
It's
is
a
in
black
chat.
amethyst. A black what?
Lila Rose Creations. Shouts out. Oh yeah, black amethyst.
This is yeah.
Okay.
God, I can't get mine off. Mine's okay. Here we go. I don't know if you can see it or not. There we go.
We lost Kim.
Yeah.
The blue
That's
ringer.
Cool.
The mushroom.
Mushroom in there, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I got.
Vote for Bean. I mean, I'm kind of leaning towards Bean, but I also think Troy might have tipped his hand. Tipped his hand.
That shit. Okay. Glass pendants are badass. Fuck yeah, dude.
He said, "I'm very superstitious, but this isn't me." That's a classic. That's a classic Bean line.
I'm trying to throw people.
I'm gonna say Bean. It's either Bean or Chris.
I'm gonna go with Troy on this one.
I'm gonna go with myself as well. I think, dude.
You can't.
Wait a minute. That's
not. Chris is picking up groceries right now. I don't know what we can. Have to wait for him, I guess, for a second.
How much time's left on the clock?
Hold on, Chris. We can hear you. Go ahead. You're real quiet.
I said I'm sitting right in front of you. You can see me. I'm in.
You son of a bitch, Troy. What were you saying? My bad.
Said he's got a minute no matter what, but yeah.
Right, you do have a minute. You do have a minute. Isn't it funny how much faster we've gone this episode? I don't know what Kim is one of the options. I don't know if she's coming back up or not. You said Kim, okay. Troy wants to guess for himself.
Oh yeah, I forgot Kim's in on this.
If she comes back,
I can't remember what my other one was though. Honest to God,
we got a few votes for Kim, a vote for Bean. Elisa says Bean. Got Alice says Bean. Crystal Healing, Lila Rose. That's right. This is one of her. And you said you wanted me to send you a picture. I gotta send you a picture of it. This it's just the hook that it's missing. The little flappy piece. Yeah, the little flappy piece is gone.
Well, Brenda, is this Kim? I don't think it is, but
nobody's voting for me.
Should be coming back. Kim, where'd you go?
I'm gonna say Bean.
Just got her back, and then audio.
I'm gonna say Waylon.
Should we wait for her? Chris said somebody already. I forget who he said. Kim.
I think he said Kim.
Where is Kim?
I'm gonna say Bean. It's gotta be Bean. He's so hard to fucking. Can't get a fucking beat on this guy.
I thought he was gonna. To be honest, I thought he was the one that was Kim earlier. Because as soon as he said the story, he had a smirk pop up on his face and everything. I was like, oh, I think it's him.
I'm Kim on the weekends. That's my.
All right, Kim, where did you go? Hey, Trent, what's up, man? By the way, Rose Booza won the number post, the last one of the week.
Yeah, Rose.
Shouts out to Rose.
Made it. Good deal.
Rose said goodnight a while ago.
Oh, did she? All right.
Yeah, she pops in for a minute.
Yeah, she's one of our latest contestants over. We have the mini bubble bucket grow off competition, hydroponic bubble bucket.
she plays in game night a lot on Sundays.
Oh, nice. Good. Sweetheart.
She's one of our
regulars.
Well, I call it like a roster of gamers.
Oh.
Where is Kim? All right, we're gonna have to just keep going, I guess.
Did everybody on screen vote?
Think so.
Waylon, it's just like if you find a woman with an extra part, you just power through.
My dog is freaking out.
What?
You got a storm? What's the storm like over there, dude?
All right, everybody. Everybody's voted. He is literally freaking out. Let me go check.
Yeah, that's why I had to get my dog.
Fuck, does that mean the storm's getting closer?
I don't hear anything with the storm.
Okay.
He's in the kennel because the little fucker wants to he gets bored when I'm down here for just like 2 hours. He can hold it for 8 hours at nighttime when he's in my bed, but when he's bored and like gets pissed off when I'm busy, working.
I take my dog out before, but he's too freaked out by anything that has any kind of video. He thinks people are trapped, and he won't even look at it. He won't come over here. He stops right at the edge of my computer.
I got 13 of them, dude.
13 cats?
I got 2. I got 2 cats and 4 dogs.
What the
God. I had a cat that when I was sitting taking a dump, it used to jump in my pants, like in the little pocket and sit there. And I'm like,
yeah, dude, when we moved here, this house was abandoned for like 10 years.
All right, no, Kim.
All these kittens were here, and then the winter came, dude, and I felt so bad. I just kind of let some come in, dude, and then they started multiplying. But man, I've never felt 30 below zero before, dude. No animal needs to be out in that shit, dude. That's ridiculous.
Yeah. Are you married?
Oh my God.
What I used to do before.
Are you married?
I'm from Seattle, man. If it hits 30 degrees, they don't have school that day.
Who are you asking, Bean?
What's that?
Troy, are you married?
No. Never been married.
Yeah, well, this dude, it can just lightly rumble, and he's losing his shit.
You got storm going on at your house?
No, just the wind's getting hard, and he started freaking out.
Yeah.
I guess we're not gonna count Kim anymore. I don't know what happened, but
we're gonna count her if I'm right.
That story
for fun as she comes
in. Now.
That story belonged to me.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So yeah, like I don't think of this stuff as superstitious or lucky. I just like the stones because of the vibrational frequencies. But
I'm the
also,
same way.
Copper is really good for our like magnetosphere and stuff like that. But yeah, I don't think of anything else. Like I don't think of like lucky rabbit's foot or lucky horseshoes or like I said those earlier, but I never once thought about I need one. I need to have one. I don't like when I was a kid. I did the don't step on the crack thing, but that didn't last too long.
Hold your breath through tunnels.
Yeah, so I'm just not all that superstitious. Like the 13th, right? The 13th floor of a building or whatever. I don't care. Like what? Go to floor 13. Okay. Like a lot of times they skip it or they don't even put it in the building for superstitious.
You knock on wood.
I do
sometimes, but I don't think I rely on it now.
Like I'm superstitious to a certain extent. Like I'm not like if I walk underneath a ladder, oh my gosh, the world's gonna end or anything like that, or
I think I avoid that too, but I feel like that's just a safety thing.
There you go, dude. I think so.
Yeah, I'm just saying it is a safety thing, but that's the first thing I think up off the top of my head.
Right. Breaking a mirror though, I don't like breaking mirrors.
It's no big deal if it happens.
I don't like breaking a mirror just because of glass.
Yeah, you don't want to break
something. I think all these things are like if you walk under a ladder, you'll have 7 years bad luck. If the ladder falls on you, you're going to be injured for a while and be out of work. Like,
maybe
if you break a mirror, you touch yourself, be injured for a while, and you're going to be out of work for
yeah. Could be. Well, I think the mirror.
I knew somebody that was so superstitious they would touch metal when they went over railroad tracks. They had to have metal somewhere in the car when they went over a railroad track for safety.
No, I'm superstitious. Like if I'm late for something, I believe there's a reason I was late.
That's because you're lazy. I'm kidding.
No,
I'm just teasing.
Like let's say I can't find my keys.
Yeah. Yeah.
and I end up being late to an event, and like on the way there, I see a wreck. Like that's what I mean by that.
Mm-hmm.
We're all living in simulation anyway.
Oh, most
For a
definitely.
reason.
Yeah.
Happened
I'm
for
a
a reason.
flat earther.
Oh, I'm not a flat
Oh.
earther, but I do believe in
Oh.
simulation theory. Yeah, for sure.
Bean and I would have some fun conversations
Flat
with
earther,
you.
really? Yeah, I'd love to
Yeah.
come. That's interesting.
I gotta take this time to remind you all, I'm fucking good at this game.
Are you winning
I
already?
just gotta tell you, like last week, I pitched a shutout. I literally a blowout game last week. I got points every round, and this week every round again. I've got 2 points and then 3 points this last round.
Yeah, but you didn't get.
I haven't
Did
got
you
a
get?
clean sweep yet. No clean sweeps, but I got pretty damn close with that one because you're the only one that scored that time. That was
Yeah,
only
but it
one
was
away
a
from clean sweep. What?
it was with a blind girl.
Okay. Did anybody? Let's see. Anyone vote for me in the chat?
That was funny. I don't
Bean,
think
bean,
we
bean,
know.
bean. Ah, Lila Rose did. Sprout is just pissed up there. Not a flat earther, Elisa says. Hey, who's this? Triking.
Are you seriously a flat earther?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we gotta talk about that sometime. Spilling
Well,
salt. Oh
No,
yeah,
we
that's another
don't.
one, Madison. That's a good one.
I
No, we
I
don't.
just I just put it in a very simple words as the good book says that God separated the waters from above from the waters below with a firmament and or a looking glass, and that's basically a dome. And the only way you can do that is with a flat object like a snow globe. So, and back in the
That's
um,
true.
before World War II, a lot of the encyclopedias told you in Antarctica, like at 13,000 feet, the dome starts and stuff. And can't remember it all, but I've done a lot of research into it.
Hey,
Okay.
to each his own. I personally like the
I'm
Hollow
not.
Earth theory.
I'm not
Hey man,
like
that's sort of the
arguing.
same way. Like that's sort of the okay.
No, it's
I
not the
mean, like
same. Don't merge your flat Earth shit with my Hollow Earth shit. Okay.
Come
the
on,
way
man.
I believe is like it's when you got a black hole, you got two sides, and it's an infinite loop.
Like a
You get what
donut.
yeah.
Hmm. This seems like a
That's
longer
like. Hold on,
conversation.
hold on, hold on, hold on. Like a ball.
A
No,
ball,
no,
yeah.
Yeah,
A ball, how a ball rotates and it's like a loop and it's
I have
no,
circular in all directions.
two
it just
questions.
keeps
no. It's more
going.
of a donut, and we're in the center. You know, instead of it being
Are we?
hollow,
And
it's
why
we're in the
can't we see
center.
the other side of the donut?
I have
Huh?
two questions.
Why can't we see the other side of the donut?
The government.
Okay.
It should be
There
right above
are
us in the sky,
next,
right?
next story.
listen, bro. Okay. We have, and not just us, other governments have satellites, and they're like, yep, that's a ball. You know what I'm saying? That's the first thing. Second thing, I have heard that beyond the ice wall in Antarctica, that there are subtropical lands, and there are holes in the earth to go into an inner earth. I have heard that, but like, as for a flat earth, how can all the countries get together at one time and agree at one thing through all this, through all the wars and everything else?
Then
Don't you
let me
think
ask
somebody
you
would
this.
get sidetracked?
Can I just ask one question before that?
Yes.
Why do every pilot now like that every time you get in a plane, a pilot uses a flat earth map?
That's not.
Because paper is flat.
No. No. Why
You're
would
gonna
okay, when you get in a plane, why wouldn't the
Yeah, it looked like
plane
he
go
had a
from
globe up there.
no, you're not getting what I'm saying. When you look at a plane and where they join like when they connect flights, like go to from Dallas to Nashville, from Nashville to Indianapolis, when you look at it on a flat map, like a flat earth map,
Yeah,
instead of
because
like a
it's mapped.
globe,
It's mapping the curvature.
No, it don't
On a
matter.
flat plane.
If you ever get in a plane, you'll see there is no curvature. You can see as far
No,
as you can.
you notice on those maps that you're talking about that the land masses are actually a lot bigger than what you like. In perspective, they're a lot bigger because they're stretched to match the map that they're put on. It's mapping curvature, not equal. Like I'm not finding the right words, but
I understand what you're
what
saying.
Uh,
I've had a lot of people I've talked to about it.
you mean the scale to get the scale right on a
yeah, it's
flat
not
map?
getting the exact scale. It's just
Well,
mapping
I got a question. Why have
distance
they
based on curvature.
proven that the curvature that scientists say the Earth is? Why have they proven it wrong?
Haven't or have?
They have. They've proven it wrong. That the curve.
No,
Well,
but
because it's not a perfect ball, man.
Uh,
It's a lump of
it-
dirt. It's like a big turd floating
Well,
out
no,
there
they
in a
said
big wide yonder.
no. They say after so far, like because of the curve of the Earth, because it's round,
Yeah.
you can't see. Like if you stick a laser, eventually you won't be able to see that laser because of the curve of the Earth.
okay.
you notice how they only start those
I've watched ships
experiments?
go
Hold on.
down.
Hold on,
They
Chris.
only
Give him a
start.
In
second.
the
They never
ocean.
Chris,
start those
Yeah,
experiments
but
from the
if
beach. They never start those experiments from the beach. It's always from the top of a mountain or the top of a building, so
no, it
that
was
they
it
can
was
test
actually out in the
the
desert on a dry lake bed. The science experiment where they do all the fastest cars experiments on the dry lake bed. They done the experiment with lasers to try to prove the curvature of the Earth, and they couldn't prove it.
well,
Tomorrow,
even
I
the
am starting a GoFundMe for you to go into space on one of those things to see that the Earth is fucking round.
listen though
I am serious. I am
the
dead ass fucking
if the
serious.
flat Earth theory doesn't even say that the Earth is flat. They say it's like a half ball, like a dome. Not just
That's
the.
because it's on a piece
Yeah,
of paper.
it's not completely flat. Like it's not like a
So then you would still have curvature even in that theory. So it's like you can't take that away if you're it's
See,
not a
now you're just
disc.
fucking with me.
You would still
nah.
have a curve even if it was the like a flat on one side and curtain like a dome. Anyway, that's a longer conversation. We got to keep moving, but
Sorry, I went down the rabbit hole.
that's okay. We do
But you
that
did.
sometimes,
You
but
can't do that with me. I'll go. I'll go. I'll go.
well, we all do, and honestly, that's how this show was a lot before we had the stories. And I actually really like having the stories because it gives us something to. Whoa, a lot of noise. A lot of something to reset to. You know what I mean?
That's not
Keep
me.
keep moving forward to. It
Is
was
Kim
Bean.
back now?
Bean was moving around. Kim's back, but Kim, I'm not. I haven't put any scoring for you, so you can just play for fun. Chime in if you like. What happened that time, anyway?
Oh, my network adapter. There's something wrong with this computer. The network adapter is always going out.
In and
And
out.
usually I can click on the like right click or left click or whatever and do like a restart the network adapter. But I don't have that option now. So now I have to restart the whole fucking computer.
Technical problems. All
So
right.
Do
I'm
you know
gonna
how
be
to make a
this is a
batch?
brand new fucking computer. So I'm gonna be I'm like super frustrated. I
Right.
don't
That's
talk about
okay.
it.
Story
Do you
number
know how to make a
6.
batch?
No, she doesn't want to talk about it. I wasn't going to be able to attend an event, but luckily the promoter came up with a solution. Ooh. I think I know who it is right now, but I don't necessarily want to go with my first guess. Troy, when's the last event you went to?
I went to right here actually in
Oh,
Bradley,
5, yeah.
Illinois, and did a meet and greet at a grow shop. But that's the only time I've actually been out of the house in 4 years because yeah, she's no longer walking. So yeah, it's that's why I've left a couple times. When you hear the beep, I have to leave, but I'll be right back.
Well, that sounds like it makes it tough for you to attend events. Maybe the promoter
Yes,
came up with a
yeah.
solution.
But boy, when Oh, gosh. Okay. But before this, just to make it, I've been to over 300, 400 events in Seattle and Tacoma. And when we did, I was with Normal for a while. So we would be all the concerts, yeah, we went to lots of events. I also worked on the legalization team for I-502 recreational cannabis in Washington, and did a lot of events through that. But never had a promoter.
Is Permanent Farms just the business that is your caregiver business, or is it something bigger?
It's what I started in Seattle. It was a cloning dispensary.
Oh, I see.
We had a chain of cloning dispensaries. Yeah, that's all we had was clones.
Okay. Yeah, because I don't think you and I have had a one-on-one podcast yet to kind of talk about all that background.
Dig deeper. Yeah.
Being your muted, by the way, I thought you said something.
But I used to work with Hemp Fest and all sorts of. But I've been to lots of events, but this one is not me.
Oh, sure. So I don't think it's Chris. I don't think it's Bean. Bean does go to events once in a while. I don't think on a regular. Definitely could be TJ or Troy or me. I go to a lot of events.
I think it's you. You go to more events than I do.
It's Waylon as well.
I do a show every day, every Tuesday. That's for events or for, You must not be too from me. It's too far from me. West Coast, Lila Rose. I don't think any of us are on the West Coast.
Who's on the West Coast?
I think maybe she heard you talk about where you came from. Maybe?
Yeah. Pacific Northwest. Oh, and I miss it.
I'm probably the closest to the West Coast. But
Where are you at?
I'm in New Mexico.
Okay.
I got a buddy that lives in New Mexico.
Oh yeah, where at?
Albuquerque.
It's 211 miles north of me.
Where you live at Roswell?
No, I live in Las Cruces.
Las Cruces? Yeah, I know where that's at. I used to work for BNSF. I've been to a lot of the different rail yards through there, like in Berlin and Las Cruces, Roswell, and Albuquerque, most definitely.
Cool.
Yeah.
Guys, if you're on Facebook, I'm seeing more new faces. Thanks again, Troy, for sharing. If you haven't commented, comment in the chat, and I'll put you on the door prize wheel. And comment if you want to play the game. You get extra chances on the door prize wheel. You just want to comment who you think the story belongs to. There are 3 names on the 3 people on the bottom, but they can't be seen at the moment, so you'll have to ask.
North of Seattle. Oh shit.
Right. By the
border, it's so small. Along the border, are you up towards Canada or what?
To take the a little bit from Fire in the Hole. The more you hit the emojis, the better chance you get to get the next answer right. You just gotta just flood the screen. Okay, so we got 20 seconds. Who do you think, Chris? You seem very deep in thought. I'm going with Troy. Or not Troy. I'm sorry. I meant to say TJ.
I'm going with Wayne.
Waylon, I think it was you.
Okay. Bean? You're muted.
How many stories have you had so far, Waylon? Just one?
Me? Just the one.
Yeah, I'm going to go with you.
Okay. Kim, you can guess. I guess I'm not going to...
I'm going to go with TJ.
Score. Troy, who'd you say?
I'm going to say you.
And then TJ said me. I think that's everybody. Thanks, Alice. Okay, Brenda. Thank you to our lovely story keeper, Miss Brenda, for giving us the stories. I lived in NoHo for a summer and then went back to Vegas. Wow.
NoHo.
Yeah, that's what Brenda said. Diane says me. Whose story is this?
Gotta be Waylon.
I know it ain't me.
TJ.
This story belongs to TJ.
See, and I was gonna say that next. Good cover, buddy.
I think I'm the only one that got that one right. TJ.
Yeah, the only reason you did is because we've been talking about it already.
You're kind of
in my mind, you've been so busy moving, you haven't done anything else.
Your stories have been kind of stuff that like the few things that I already know about you.
Yeah.
Like you go to events and do vending, and you also just moved. Like I just I just knew those. I didn't know for sure they were yours. They just sounded like yours. But to be fair, I do go to a lot of events, so you guys weren't wrong by guessing.
Yeah.
Okay, I think Madison got it. TJ, Madison, I think you're the only one. Madison said, "What about the rainbows? They are a reflection and it'll of the curve of the dome, or something like that, or a reflection of the atmosphere that we have." The good book says, "Good or God sit on the circle of the earth." King Trick Trike says that. Nice. The earth is flat. Wow, you got a lot of friends in the chat there, TJ. Represent.
Heck yeah.
See what you did?
Yeah, man.
See what you did?
You were getting ganged up on screen, but there were some people that had your back in the chat there.
Heck
Awesome.
yeah.
So Kim got that one right.
Appreciate it. Well, y'all want me to explain now what happened?
Yeah, let's hear it.
All right. I had the plan to go to an event. Actually, it was this coming up event, McKenna-Fest, and my normal guy that I get my product from, he was running short because of some things happening.
Hey, Nancy. Go ahead, sorry.
And then I called the promoter of the event, and they're like, "Hey, we got somebody that has product but can't come to the event. You want to sell it for them?" I'm like, "Sure." So that was a lucky thing.
Yeah. I wish it wasn't 5 hours away. That's not so lucky.
Hey, it's to be honest, it's 2.5 hours away from me.
That's not too bad. Like honestly, like
no, it's not.
I can pop down.
I'm gonna be able to drive home.
Pretty easy. St. Louis is about that for me. You know, anything around that area. But then you go further into Missouri, it's looking worse. Hey, Nancy Wallace popped in. Hey, thanks for popping in.
Nancy. Nice.
Kim, that file I just sent you will reset your network and your adapters. All you have to do is double click on it.
Chris, no offense, I'm not downloading anything you sent me.
You turd. I can program in 4 different languages, Waylon.
Hey, you've also been rated by the
Yeah. And guess what? I'm still here.
Right? Well, maybe you're good enough on the computer for that.
Delete your cookies, trust me.
Nah, I want them to see it.
Chris, like I'm gonna say
the FBI agent that watches my computer is traumatized. I promise.
Don't make me watch anymore.
Right. Okay, here we go. Story.
Oh God, not the sheep.
We got time for
always with the sheep. Sorry.
We got time for a couple more. Let's go with story number 7. I found a decent amount of money at least 5 times.
Yeah, but who hasn't when you're a dealer?
And what's a decent amount of money? You know, like I found $1 on the street.
I think decent means that's got to be a 50 or
$20 is $20.
20, yeah, 20 or above at least.
I'm gonna say Bean because he works on a lot of vehicles.
He worked what?
He works on a lot of vehicles.
He does?
He did mute his microphone right away too.
Yeah, he had some background. I think he's staying muted for.
I think it was Bean, and I had a really good reason why, but now I forgot.
Or he's
What's
just
up, Nancy?
He's muting for the crunch. That's what he's muting for.
Oh, I got you. Okay.
I'm just gonna
hide it too.
I'm gonna fill in the crunch for us.
Wow.
I got some celery in the fridge.
I gave celery to my puppy recently, Sprout. He loved it, man. Oh man, it was great. Like he's just jumping on it like it was a bone or something. He loved it. Okay, some votes for Bean. I didn't start the timer.
I'm gonna say this is Chris.
I think this could be Bean. This could be Bean. This could be Chris too.
It's Bean.
I don't think it's TJ. We've had 2 for TJ.
Hey, Bean, look
Also,
right at
I'd
the
like
camera
some
real quick.
ones to pull out.
Look at the camera real quick, Bean. Is this you? Really? I don't know. I think...
The reason I think it's Bean is because I'm a mechanic and I know what it's like to work on somebody's car and find money in it.
What makes you think Bean works on people's cars?
Because he says he's a mechanic.
Yeah,
No,
but that
I
doesn't mean
said
he's
he's mechanically inclined. I didn't say he works.
My bad. I misunderstood then. But when you said he's mechanically inclined, I just automatically assumed he's a mechanic. So
that
he works
doesn't
on
mean
people's cars.
that doesn't mean he's going to take somebody's money out of their car.
And it doesn't mean it's not him either, though, because like he could have found money. He goes to the casinos. Troy.
He works at the post office, man.
Found another one.
I might go with Bean on this too. Who'd you say, Kim?
Huh?
I thought you had said you thought somebody. Anyway.
No, I said, well, even if Bean does work on people's cars, like it doesn't mean he's going to be taking money out of their car.
Well, just because the mechanic got to be a thief. Just kidding.
It doesn't say that they kept the money either.
Yeah.
Found.
Who said it found?
You find, you keep, you know it.
Troy, was this you?
No.
Chris.
I may have found it, but
right. I found a little bit once in just
yeah, and
I think it was like 4 or 5 times, but not too many times. Chris, how much money was it?
Well, it was enough to buy a condom and a 6-pack.
That's not even a 20.
It's a decent amount.
It's a decent amount.
To be honest, the only money I found is money I forgot was in my pocket.
Enough when you were a kid.
Well, this story could be Kim's too, by the way. I don't know. Kim, like you're sort of half in the game still. So, or do you want to just tell us when it's yours, or I guess we could try to guess if it's
Kim
yours.
got a condom in a 6-pack.
You got a box of condoms in a 12-pack.
I don't think.
What am I going to do with condoms?
Well, they can be used for water balloons, or you can actually fill them up with.
So you want to hear a funny story?
Pull them over your head.
A slow drip.
When I was in what was I in? I can't remember if I was in high school or middle school. I think I was in middle school. I got on the bus, and my friend got on the bus after I did. She sat right behind me, right? And she's like, oh no, she sat with me, and she says, "Look what I found." She fucking found a condom, right? So she took it out of the wrapper and she's like stretching it out and blowing it up and stuff like that. And so I'm laughing, because that's what you do, right? And then somebody sitting behind us took it and they were like blowing it up and they were whatever. So the bus driver pulled off the side of the road and came back there, and we all 3 got in trouble for that shit. And come to find out, she had gotten it from home, and it caused a big old stir in her house because her dad or her
shouldn't be having
mom, one of them was unable to have kids. So
shouldn't have been no reason for a condom.
There should have been no reason for a condom. But I fucking got in trouble for that. And it wasn't my condom. I was just laughing at them. I thought it was funny. They were being stupid with it.
They got a new challenge now that you fill a condom up with water and hold it over somebody's head and drop it and
I was thinking practical, like you could put a pinhole in the condom and you got a slow drip watering system.
For irrigation.
Yeah. So we got 20 seconds. Who hasn't voted yet? I'm going to go with Bean. I'm going with my gut on this one. TJ going with Bean. Anybody else? Any other votes? I haven't heard anybody else's.
I said Bean.
You said Bean. Troy?
I got to go with Bean then. Let's all.
I always make my guesses within the first 3 seconds.
We're piling on. Bean, who do you think? Since everyone says you're muted. You said Chris? Extra crispy. Kim, who did you think?
Crispy.
I told you from the get-go, I thought it was Chris.
Okay. I thought you had said a guess, but then you told me about the other.
Where do we see the answer?
Yeah, no, I said Chris a long time ago.
Got it. So that's everybody. We'll see it in the chat. I usually put it up on screen here from Miss Brenda. Okay. Brenda will comment. She comments on the Facebook side too, and put it up on the screen. Elisa says later in life he ended up hanging. Oh wow, must be a longer story. This one belongs to Bean.
Nice. Gotta hang out together more, but you got
I didn't fool nobody.
I was wrong. You fooled Kim. I mean, it didn't count for points, but you fooled Kim.
Who'd Kim say?
Honestly, I do work on a lot of cars. I'm not a mechanic, but I'm a powder coater, and I do a lot of work for I've done work for a lot of celebrities and stuff, and I found a duffel bag with $100,000 in the trunk of one of the cars.
Holy shit!
When it's in a duffel bag, it's dirty money.
Yeah, I definitely didn't take
it. Vicky said Bean too.
Wait a minute. Did you say you do amateur mechanic work for celebrities?
I do powder coating.
The powder coating. Okay, I missed that part. In my mind. It went from I'm not a real mechanic, but I work on some cars, and then it was for celebrities for $100,000, and I found this money. Yeah. What?
To be honest, I was thinking you might have detailed cars.
I do the Jaguars cars pretty often.
So do you do customizing, powder coating customizations or something?
Yeah, my shop does powder coating rims and motor parts and shit like that. Shit. And also vinyl wraps and different decal work and shit like that.
To be honest, I thought you cleaned them. Cause I know back home in Mississippi,
you look like a detailer.
Yeah, they sign a piece of paper. Anything left in the car, you get to keep. So yeah, while you detailing the car, hey, there's $100, man. I know my buddy found $5,000 one time sitting in a console. He gave it back, but he found it ain't nothing like your 100,000. But
yeah, what was up with that?
That wasn't even the story that I was thinking of when I wrote this. One time, we were on our way to my sister's birthday party. Walking out the front door, went to turn to go to get in the car, and I looked. And there's $100 bill laying on the ground next to this big black Predator van. $100 bill laying there. I go over it, I grab it. When I bend over, I look over, there's another one. Bend over, walk around this van. We found 9 of them. Damn. Found $900 on my way to my sister's birthday party. I was like,
I don't think those were meant for you.
You didn't give her any of it?
About that.
You didn't give her any of it? It was going to your sister's birthday party.
Oh no, I was probably 8. Excuses. So I didn't know how much money was worth, and my mom just took it and was like, "Yeah, we'll get you something." You know what I mean?
Yeah. Right.
So she paid for my sister's birthday party, and we all had fun.
Yeah.
That's when they give you 7 ones and look at all this money. Here you go.
Yeah, you get a bunch of tokens.
You want that, Bear? I'll get it that way.
7 for 1.
Wow, yeah. But back then they didn't have a Five Below store.
Dollar Tree.
Right.
It's Dollar Tree. When everything used to be $1.
You might not have seen me. $100,000. I might not have come back to work, right, Lisa? All right, guys, we got time for one more. Okay, let's see. That was 7.
Oh, 7 and I watched them fall.
Gotta grab the next one here. That's a lot of money. I don't think I've ever found that much money. I mean, a few dollars is about the most I've ever found.
I've been lucky like that forever. When I was a kid, still didn't know what money was. I was walking. Me and a buddy were walking from my house to his house, taking the shortcut, and I bend over, find a fucking wallet there. The wallet didn't have anything in it other than a $20 bill. Like no ID, no cards, no nothing, just a $20 bill, and we were rich.
Yeah,
We
definitely.
went to the pizza. We went to the pizza shop, got ourselves each a nice big slice and like 4 yoo-hoos.
Wow. Wow, 20. Yeah, because that $20 back then would have gotten you quite a bit.
Yeah. We were fucking rich.
Might get you one slice of pizza now.
Yeah, I know.
All right, here we go. Story number 8. I was grazed by a bullet during a shootout. Luckily, it just burned the side of my head.
That sounds like a good story.
Mm-hmm.
A what?
Say yeah.
A what story, Count?
That sounds like a Chris story.
I don't know. Kim and Waylon both were in the military.
That's some deflection if I ever heard of it.
You know.
No,
Kim,
I'm saying that's my first thought.
You would know if we had a Purple Heart, though.
No, I don't ask you guys about your stuff. I don't like to pry about stuff like that.
I should have a Purple Heart, but I don't.
Wait, if you're grazed by a bullet, you automatically get a Purple Heart?
No, yeah, I mean you would. Yeah, it's a
Purple Heart. I thought that was for saving a life.
No,
it's for a wound. Getting wounded.
Yeah, being wounded in battle. It's supposed to be in battle, but we had like sergeants and upper like commanders and stuff. They were giving themselves Purple Hearts for like a paper cut and shit. Oh, I tripped and fell on a rock. Oh, my knee hurts. Purple Heart. Assholes.
I'm gonna go with you because you did say earlier you about had a rocket launcher.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
A lot of things happened. I also had this truck driving towards me while I was driving towards it, and as it passed me, the most perfect timing you could ever imagine. The back door swung open, and the Haji trucks that they have these doors that are up and like top and bottom instead of side to side. So the top just swung out. This big steel door covered the entire the entire truck I was driving, and just slammed into the top half and took out my whole windshield, my whole mirror, it was a rag top. It was just a skeletal structure top. It had literally a soft top, rag top, and just took out the whole thing. I couldn't hear anything after that. It was so windy. Yeah, lots of stuff like that. So, yeah, so TJ's going for me. Your Chris is trying to deflect onto us. Chris, let me see the side of your head. Let me see the side of your head, Chris.
My head's all. I was dropping
sides.
Anyway,
both sides.
Waylon, in theory, could you get me a rocket launcher?
You're muted, Bean.
That burn right there. I see it.
I see.
I would really like a rocket launcher, Waylon.
Everybody, take your hats off. My hair's doing something weird there.
Mine's stuck to my.
I think it was you, bro.
My hair's doing that thing and then like the pointy thing. You ever see that? What was that guy's name? It was like a kid's show. It had like pointy hair. Anyway.
Jimmy Neutron.
I mean, yeah, but no, this was like with a real dude. It was like a weird guy.
The scar on my head makes me look like 100 years old, so I don't take my hat.
Was it from a burn? Shootout. Yeah, wow.
Yeah. Ever since that happened, I couldn't grow any hair.
There you go. See? And shootouts don't always happen just in the military.
What are you thinking, Bean?
I'm thinking this is a Chris story as well.
It sounds like a Chris story.
I think you're deflecting, Waylon.
You're welcome to think that, sir. You're welcome to think that. Some people are saying TJ. TJ, how old are you?
I'm only 26.
26, man. There's
already getting in shootouts. Yeah, damn.
Yeah, that's a tough early age to be in.
What time is it at your house? Isn't it past your?
Well, that's because he told people he believes in a flat Earth.
Got him. Yeah, the flat Earth got him into the shootout. They were like,
Yeah, exactly what it was.
Bigfoot's real. No, it's a flat Earth. No, Bigfoot's real.
Bigfoot is real.
Gang shit.
It's either Waylon or Chris. Waylon, it could be Waylon because you saw action over there in the Middle East.
Yeah, but look at this face. Ain't no burn.
Look at Chris's head.
Yeah, but it could have
You
healed.
need to get me. I want a rocket launcher.
Yeah, but like
It
that
doesn't
could
say
be.
anything about a face. It says something about the head.
Yeah, but that could be like what happened, you know?
Right.
Like what happened.
Shrapnel.
No.
Are you
Somebody-
saying?
Never
Somebody
mind.
got
Some of these are
trumped.
just for me, folks.
Did you
I
hear
think
me?
I figured it out. I picked up what you were putting down. What, Kim?
Did you hear me?
Which part?
Somebody got trumped.
Here?
Yeah.
Oh,
You know how he got shot in the ear?
I bet you say people got kirked too. Like now, that's what they're saying now.
Mhm. Did you hear where the defense is saying that the bullet from the guy that's accused of shooting Kirk, that the bullet doesn't match the gun?
Yeah, I heard that. Yeah, I haven't really been paying attention to all of it. A lot of it's just sensational. Well, we're not going to know the truth. Like we still don't even fully know the truth of
Good for TV.
of JFK.
Who shot Kennedy?
I don't want to know
Yeah,
my
like
opinion
you
on
know,
that.
can we
We'll
get
be down
see
another
it.
rabbit hole.
can we get any solid information on all this shit? Like Kennedy's still like a question mark, and we'll be talking about Kirk for the next
Do
20
you want
years,
who shot
30 years.
Kennedy?
Not really.
You want to know who shot Kennedy?
Like I can make assumptions that are 100%
It
true.
wasn't the
Does the government do
CIA.
things behind our back? I don't have to blame it on the
Wasn't-
CIA. I don't
was
have
not
to.
this. Was
And I
not
don't even
the
have
CIA.
to. It doesn't even have to have been the CIA in that
It was the
instance.
Jews.
For me to make assumptions that the CIA has probably done things like that. Like that's probably a very like super like safe assumption to say our government has probably done things like that, whether or not that was even them
Waylon,
that did it. Right? Am
did
I
you
not?
drink
I
the
mean,
Kool-Aid?
which Kool-Aid? I'm in the
Kool-Aid.
gray area. I'm in the gray area.
He's got to
Drank
put.
Kool-Aid.
So
He's got to put the universal glasses
We got
on.
time
If
for
you
another
put them
one?
on, you can't see, man.
we got time for another one if we can get through this here. So I picked Chris,
Sorry.
Troy, TJ, Chris, Bean, Chris. Okay, and I think Kim said Chris. All right, Brenda, that's everybody. Anyway, I don't have to even think that they did any specific thing to know that they're capable of and probably have done many things like such as gotten innocent, false flag incidences and all sorts of scenarios that are just
Here's Chris.
Yep, it was Chris.
Yeah, I was coming home from some party. It was like an eighth of a mile through like
It was an
that
acid
part of
party.
town. No, this one was just a straight up boomer. As I was there for 2 days and we were drinking out of kegs and I didn't eat in 2 days and I am stumbling. I'm 14 years old and I'm walking through and I put in work for people so I was safe in that way. And all of a sudden I hear cars screeching through and I'm there like a retard going, and I mean that in the truest sense as in slow. And I'm like, and these cars just whip around and I stumble over and I fall across the hood of one car and look over and these dudes get out and they just start gunning at each other and I stand up and then like the bullets are flying by me and I was just by some random car. I just ripped open the door and I jumped in and I'm laying there and they're gunning at, they had to have been each of them 15 feet away outside of the car. And as I'm laying there, my head starts to burn. And after they because the cops rolled around too. And I just crawled out of the car and went. And I got home and I went like this. I had like the bullet grazed my head. But like before because I turned my head and it must have hit me. But my adrenaline was so high, I did not feel it until I was like laying on the cushion of this car, like calming down and trying to catch my breath because I was hyperventilating.
Did you go through the right exit door that time?
Oh, yeah.
God, we were stupid and shooting beer bottles on the railroad tracks, and I was noticing I was seeing puffs of smoke at our feet.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, the bullets were coming back, and it's kind of funny. No. She said I got trumped and had a bloody ear for a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, let's try to quickly get through one more. Hey, what's up, Colin? 9. I'm lucky to be alive after an accident.
Gosh, that could be anybody.
Sounds like anybody, but it definitely could be. So Chris has had 2. I've had 1. TJ's had 2. Bean has had 1, and Troy has had 1.
I've only
Oh,
had
I thought
one.
you were naming how many accidents each other had. I'm like,
And
I
Kim,
didn't know all this about everybody.
and Kim has had 1. Yeah. Right. Well, Bean, you probably have
Somebody
more than 1.
accident list. Like,
Come on, you've only had 1. Come on, you probably have a couple.
0 weeks since the last accident.
I had definitely been in many accidents I'm lucky to be alive in, but I didn't get injured. It doesn't say injured. It doesn't say they got injured.
Hey, Kim, when's the last wreck you got in?
Lucky to be alive, boy. If you just get into an accident and you don't get no injuries, that's not really considered lucky. Everybody gets into a fender bender. When you're lucky to be alive, you're usually laid up in the hospital for a few months. So I'm going to say they got injured pretty badly. That's just,
It doesn't mean it doesn't necessarily mean a car accident either.
Like it can.
It
It
doesn't
could have
mean
been.
Yeah,
Could have
that's
been a
not a
bungee
car
jump.
accident. True.
yeah. Could have been a forklift maybe accident, maybe like a pallet full of
Falling
stuff.
down the
Maybe
stairs.
could have
Guy
fallen on
diving,
someone's
the
head.
parachute almost didn't open.
Having your computer break down and get so angry you hit your head on the wall.
Everybody saying
You start banging your head on the wall from being frustrated.
The goddamn thing worked yesterday.
Well, everybody knows Bean has had some pretty traumatic injuries at work.
Yeah.
That wasn't an accident, though. They tried to take me out.
That was a premeditated. Yeah. Okay.
Really? I don't know anybody. It's hard to.
Oh, you can ask.
I think it was
Trying to read
TJ.
body language. That's some of my only clues.
I think it was TJ.
I could see TJ. TJ's been laying down most of the time. Maybe he's got like back problems or whatever. You know.
Everybody's
relaxed. Maybe just relaxed and stoned. You know. Maybe that's it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I'm
smoking too much of the ganja.
I'm pretty sure.
Because you live on a flat Earth, brother. That's why.
I'm pretty sure, Troy, you've had a pretty big injury, haven't you? I'm pretty sure. I think
no, actually, I have never been into a hospital for myself in 53 years. For any kind of emergency reason whatsoever. I drove tow truck for 25 years. I've been to
anything about the hospital.
Never been in a car accident myself.
You've never been in a car accident?
Never been in a car accident in my life.
Troy's getting good at the game at the end here. He's getting pretty good here. He's like, I've never even been in a car.
It is not me. I'm only talking about car accidents. I can't try to think if I've had a few near-death experiences.
Never even
been lucky to be alive after but an accident makes me think somebody went to the hospital.
I've never even bled my own blood before.
Right? No, I've never been to the hospital. I swear to God.
All right. Well, I believe you.
Yeah, I want to see who it is now. Everybody's saying me. Now watch them say it's all me now. But no,
everyone's saying Troy. Yeah. There's one vote for me. One vote, a couple votes for Bean.
Don't waste your vote on me. I'm telling you right now, don't waste your vote on me.
How many stories? TJ. How many stories has Bean had?
Just one. This could be Bean. Bean would do some shit like that where it's like a story we fully know about, and most like the whole audience except you two know about it. And
Bean is in ninja mode.
Yeah.
Bean, are you there? I can't see you.
He left the screen because he did a dab and he doesn't want anyone to see him coughing
and crying. Just kidding. There he is.
He's stuffing his face over there. He had to flash his neighbor real quick.
10 o'clock. Here you go.
Windmill.
Put my robe on.
Gert beef robe. Gert beef robe as well.
Are you cold, Bino?
Huh?
Are you cold?
Yeah, it's chilly out here.
It's chilly. Aggravate your back from the accident.
You're going to get cold weather coming your way.
Oh, we got it coming here now.
We had a cold front.
Low 80s.
Start yesterday.
Yeah, well, we have a big storm going on too, so there's probably a lot of that being pushed around the continent. All right, so who do you think this is? Chris.
I think it was TJ.
Okay. That's not a bad
Flat Earth
guess.
does that to you.
TJ already had two stories, but that doesn't mean he hasn't had a third. Doesn't have a third.
I'm gonna go with Chris.
Chris has had 2 stories also. I could see this being Bean or Troy.
I'm gonna say Kim.
Bean.
It would
And
not
I
be
got the
me.
lucky advantage because I know it's Bean because it's not me.
It would not be me. I think it's Waylon.
It is me.
It's either Waylon or Bean. Might be Chris, because Chris does a lot of shit.
Yeah, this seems pretty mild for Chris. I mean, he did just have a car accident not too long ago.
Yeah, but Chris is, I don't know, he's lived a pretty crazy ass life, so.
Bean,
So
who do you
everybody's
say?
saying TJ
You say
now.
Chris? You say
Chris, yeah.
Okay. TJ, who do you think?
Kim.
Kim?
You would be wrong in guessing me.
All right, Troy, who do you think?
I'm gonna say Kim too.
You guys
Kimchi.
I'm telling you that right now.
Oh man, I gotta. It's either Bean or Troy in my mind. It could be Kim, but
Don't play the numbers.
It doesn't say when. It could have happened when she was a teenager.
Yeah, but one of us said this tonight. Which one?
I was in one car accident ever in my life. A fucking drunk driver rear-ended the back end of my truck.
Is
and
this
then he drove off. And I was like, oh, no, you fucking didn't.
Wait,
You
whoa.
that motherfucker down.
Your story earlier, that was basically an accident that you went through the intersection and everything.
That wasn't an accident.
So we know you're a good liar. Okay,
Isn't
so
that an
you're
accident when you accidentally have to drive through?
But you didn't hit anything. Oh, okay,
An
time's up.
accident is where you like, I don't know.
I feel like that could be counted, but anyway,
So
I'm gonna
who are they
go
saying?
with I'm gonna go with Troy on this one. Okay, Brenda, that's everybody. TJ said Kim. Troy said Kim. Could be Bean. I'm feeling like it's probably Bean because, but you know, he does this to me all the time. He'll just pull out a story that I fully already know, and just
See, there's no smile.
It is Bean.
Yeah.
Fucker.
It was Bean. Told you.
It's been.
That you already know.
Well, I mean, you probably have a lot of stories like this. I would expect.
Hard to come up with stuff.
I
When
begged you guys not to pick me. Yeah.
You took down the Titan, Bean. I had a fucking streak. I had points in every round except for that round. Now that was it. I did just call myself a Titan. Okay, we can't blow over that. I won't be like we can cut that out if you want to cut. Colin, where's my director at? You can cut that out. No. All right, so that was Bean. Who all said Bean and anybody on screen?
I thought that was Bean.
It was Bean.
It was Bean, Chris. Did you say Bean?
I said I thought that was me.
Oh.
I rambled off. I rambled off a bunch of different ones because I wasn't sure which ones would seem less like me. And I thought that was one of mine.
I think you got a clean sweep that time, Bean. Nobody said you.
I told you it wasn't me.
Well, why? Like, what makes you think we should believe that?
Right. So, what were Kim's stories for the night then?
I've only had one.
So we can. I'll read through the rest of them real quick.
Yeah, very cool.
Okay. Did anyone else say Bean in the chat? Let me make sure.
Because I submitted 3 stories.
3 of them. Oh, okay.
Kyle, Matt, and Madison both said Bean. I'll make sure I'm fair to the viewers. Well, Bean, which accident were you thinking of with this one?
The one I had at work. A 1,000-pound pallet of fence posts pinned my head between it and a forklift.
And you're like, they were trying to take me out. That was a good deflect. You got it.
Were you in the hospital for a while?
Yeah.
My vision
I broke my back, and I broke 2 vertebrae in my back and 3 in my back.
And what else?
3 vertebrae in my neck and 2 in my back. Like,
What, were you
Yeah.
like my?
That was your most recent accident, huh?
Were you like?
A
Did you
couple of
fuck?
years ago?
Yeah, it's
Did you
been a
fuck
couple
up the
years now.
forklift? Like,
Yeah.
did you get your boys to take that forklift and be like, "Yo,"
This
and
one's
then just
getting
torch that
Fuck it off a
motherfucker?
cliff.
You can make fucking that shit. I forget what it's called.
like
'cause I'm
Office
high.
Space. You mean Office Space?
Yep.
Take it out. Just damn, it feels good
Thermite.
to be a
You
gangster.
can make thermite. You can
Just
make
take it
homemade
out.
thermite, and it'll burn right through that
Yeah.
motherfucker.
So how long was that recovery anyway? It must crush your head.
God.
I mean, I'm still not really fully recovered.
How long ago was it?
He's like, well, recovery. It's gonna be.
Still
About a
remember.
year.
I'm crushing.
A year and a
I'm
half
crushing
ago.
your head.
Yeah.
I'm crushing
All right,
your
Chris.
head.
Think of it. Put that inside your head while you're thinking that.
Yeah, like you know the bulkhead on a forklift, the main bulkhead that lifts the forks up and down. My head landed on top of it, and the pallet of fence posts landed on top of my head, and it just like pinned me there. I was like dangling, and my coworker like came up with some Hulk strength and lifted that thing off my head, and I just dropped.
Man, you're lucky.
So instead of Bean Dango, we should call you Bean Dangle.
What do you think his junk's named?
Wow, dude, that's too close.
Yeah, I'm lucky I got this hard head.
That's what I tell the ladies.
Hey, so I won, but Bean did come close. You got 14 points, Bean.
Damn.
Yeah, I thought that last one was gonna do it.
You got close. I have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. I have 17 points.
Peter, this thing's rigged.
Well, speaking of rigged, let me just take a moment here before we do the door prize wheel to tell you guys a little bit about Rumble Wallet. If you haven't done so yet, check out Rumble Wallet. It's actually one of the reasons I'm using Rumble. They made a way to super chat creators so you can get paid immediately and without any fees. YouTube and Twitch take up to 50% fees when you tip creators. This method takes none. That's right, the platform takes 0 fees. I keep nearly 100% of what you send me. You can super chat with Bitcoin, Tether USD, or even Tether Gold, stablecoin. Literally like gold, hard asset gold you can tip with through the Rumble wallet. And also purchase gold anytime, even though gold markets are closed, you can still purchase and sell gold inside the Rumble wallet. The tip will show up directly. Our Rumble chat will do the best to read it. All you need to do is download the Rumble wallet in the App Store and send the tips to your favorite creator. You can go to wallet.rumble.com, or you can download the app directly from the App Store. Seriously, what an amazing way to get rid of the middleman. This is the best part, though. Get rid of the banks, get rid of all these people that want to deplatform you. Shout out to Rumble for making this disruptive technology. And shout out for the $1.73. That was well worth it.
There you go. Give the money who deserves it.
You know, and I've been talking about this, but when we get our audience big enough on the Rumble where it's like $10 or something, then I can start doing something where we give it away as the door prize. Like, hey guys, we got up to whatever we got up to today, you know. But I mean, I don't know if anyone's going to get excited for $1.73, but the door prize is actually $5 if you're already a paying subscriber of mine. It's if you're not a member, it becomes a game night ticket. So if you're listening out there, you're going to get on the door prize. You can get a chance to win, a chance to play in game night by winning the door prize. Game night is something we do on Sundays. Hang on, Troy, there you go. And we have like 24 prizes every Sunday, hundreds of dollars, including NancyZone.com, including a whole bunch of other awesome genetics companies, including the one I'm wearing right now, 34 Mongrels. We got websites with all sorts of grow equipment and smoke equipment. We've got tie-dye, awesome dripping rainbows tie-dye. We have good, awesome baked goodies. We have so many different sponsors now in game night. It's well worth it. All right, and here's the point where actually I think I saw someone else new. Julio, what's up? Julio, let me add you in here. We're gonna spin this wheel in just a second. We're gonna read a couple more stories. Actually, we'll do the door. No, that's right. We'll read the stories first because I don't want everybody to just run away after we read them. I'm just going to read through the last couple here, and whoever story it is, shout it out real quick. Let's see. I'm lucky. Okay, I read that one. I learned to crash course drive a clutch. All some loud background noise, guys. I'm not sure.
Oh, my bad.
I learned to crash course drive a clutch all by myself in rush hour traffic in a major city. Who was that? Anybody?
Yeah.
No, we're not guessing. I'm saying whose story was it?
No, I'm guessing. I don't know.
Okay, maybe it was Troy because he muted himself.
It was me.
Oh, okay. Driving a clutch. Yeah, like I tell you what, I owned one clutch and I wasn't great at it. So you have. When's the last time you drove stick, Kim?
It's been a minute. You don't see too many stick shifts anymore.
Oh, can anybody on screen still drive a stick? You think confidently?
Yeah, definitely.
So I got home on leave after I finished basic and all that, and I went home on leave and I bought a Mustang, and I really liked the car, but it was a stick shift and I didn't know how to drive a stick shift. So I bought this fucking car that I didn't know how to drive. This is in Albuquerque, and Albuquerque is a big city. And so I went, at the end of the day, my dad took me over to pick the car up, and he says, so this is how, he got in the car. He had me sit down in the car and he says, this is how you shift gears. And I was like, all right. So here we are in Albuquerque, literally in rush hour traffic, and Albuquerque's traffic is horrendous. And we were going out to Los Lunas, where my dad lived. So going down the road, and I was good. I didn't hit any stoplights the whole way out.
Got lucky.
420.
I got lucky. And then in order to turn, I had to make a left turn on the road to get to my dad's house. And so when I did, the car stalled, and I didn't know. And so I'm sitting there like freaking out, and there's traffic coming at me. And finally, like, I just pushed the clutch in, I guess instinctively pushed the clutch in and rolled.
You got real lucky because of the first stick shift I had it for a week. It was a Hyundai Tiburon, and I got into a wreck because I killed it as I was trying to cross traffic, and this fucking lady in a Lincoln Town Car tank, 1980 something tank, comes flying down that lane and not looking. I was in a bright red car, like sideways in the lane. Like, it doesn't matter if I'm sideways or not. If you see a car in your lane, you stop.
Yeah.
But she just come flying around. She thought she could. As I got it back into gear, started to move to get out of the way. She thought she could go out and around front of my car and just hit the front quarter panel. I did a 180. I got a concussion and stuff. So that was the last stick I drove. When's the last time you drove a stick, Bean?
Probably like 3 years ago. I had a Civic that was stick.
I guess if you drove it for a long period of time at some point, then it would be easy to get back into. But for me, it'd be like learning.
I took that Mustang out. There was a place over behind my dad where they did like BMX or something, like a dirt. And I drove that damn car around there and learned how to drive that stick, because I had to drive all the way from Albuquerque to San Antonio, Texas in that thing. So I had to learn how to drive that car real quick.
Elisa's talking about a Camaro that could be either or. I think that's like a slap stick. Like, that's a different. That's not the same. Isn't that like, I had one too that you could switch over into this like manual mode and kind of be able to slap it into the gears faster. Anyway, let me keep reading.
You can actually have it programmed where it don't shift out. You just gotta know how somebody knows how to program it.
No clutch, just.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When the feds raided my property and found over 1,000 clones, they left and did nothing about it. Lucky. Was that you, Chris?
That's got to be Troy.
Troy.
Chris.
Troy.
Yeah, I mean, Chris had a similar situation, but I don't know if it was 1,000 clones. So Troy, yeah, we don't have to guess. You just tell us this at this point. We're
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah. No, that was me. Yeah, when I said I was a cloner, dispensary cloner, I figured you guys would figure it out.
Well, I
that's
didn't
true.
hear that, but I was
Okay,
like,
okay.
the only person I know on this screen that could possibly be would be you. Because I know Bean
Oops.
can't grow. I don't know what Chris
I
does.
got real. They were looking for open blasting at the time. They
Interesting.
had BHO makers, and we weren't
Right.
doing that. And we actually, they asked if we were working with the recreational gardens or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And in Washington, they had a 15-day window where they would turn their backs. The state would turn their backs and let the farms acquire their genetics because breeders did not want to give the state their information at that time. So yeah, I was working with just farms. Yeah, they'd get their 15-day window and they'd order 500-600 at a time.
Wow. So
yeah, we could keep up with them.
So they didn't do any. They didn't even try to find any other like thing they could get you on. They just was like, oh, okay.
They said you're over your plant count. I said, yeah. So they said clean it up. Never came back.
Wow. What state was that?
Washington State.
Huh. Maybe that's why, because they're like.
We had medical mark. We were selling them on the street corner on the weekends.
They had the bigger fish to fry in Washington with Seattle and.
Well, that's when people were having BHO explosions, man. They were shooting that, doing that butane. Yeah.
I used to make it myself, and it's a dangerous process. You have to be careful, but I never blew anything up.
One of the biggest BHO explosions happened in Washington State. These kids had 2 pallets of butane out there in their driveway, and one of these little awning things to work out there or whatever. Yeah, the cops said they showed up about 3 minutes after the explosion, and marijuana was still falling out of the trees.
Wow.
What are y'all talking about?
BHO explosions.
Yeah.
Butane. What is that?
Butane.
When you fill a big glass tube with BHO,
when you
extract.
make the dabs, when you're making dabs, a lot of times
honey oil, hash oil.
That was.
Yeah, I know what y'all are talking about, but that's not like the cleanest way.
No, rosin's the best way, but they want to charge you. It's too expensive. I got to start making it my damn self because these people.
I want to make it
an ounce.
Hey man, you get a hot press. You get a hot press pretty cheap.
I showed you pictures of my rosin whale, and it's good shit.
Chris, well, yeah, but when you got raided, was it a marijuana thing?
It was people followed me home from the hospital. It was a gang, and they did a home invasion. Neighbors called the cops, and the cops came. The cops came in for some of the people that were there. Now, I have a medical marijuana license, and so for anything that had THC in it, all I could get was it doesn't have a label. But I was growing CBD for my mom because, as you know, with her brain tumor, and most of it was, almost all of it was CBD for her. And they thought they had some big score. They didn't know because they hit the house because I had to go in the hospital after these people raided my house.
So
and while I was in the hospital, that's when they did the raid. And I told the cops originally that first night what was where and what was what. I said, "Listen, this is all my mom's medicine." Da 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 da. And the guy looks at me and he goes, "I don't fucking care." I'm like, "Oh, okay." You know what I mean? What else are you gonna tell him? And then when I was in the hospital, they raided the house. I came home and
hold on, back up. Who's they? I'm thinking. Are you talking about the gang?
State police?
Okay, so this was after this gang of people came to your house, tried their own raid.
And the people that they took were from the next town who that came to my house. The cops from that next town came over because they have deals with the leader of that gang. And then the state police came at the same time, and they were like, "Who the fuck are you?" Oh, you should have seen that interaction.
And you were there?
But then, I was standing there. Standing right there.
Hold on, Chris. Was this before or after Michael Jackson came to your house to use the bathroom?
No, it wasn't.
So your house was getting raided.
It was his sister. It was his sister.
All right. It was, but his sister did. Okay, all right. We got a couple more stories to get through here. We'll do the door prize wheel. This one says, I nearly died at birth. I don't know who that was, but I definitely had bronchitis when I was really like a baby. Almost died. Who was this one?
That was me.
I was wondering where hers were.
What did you have?
So I was born 2 months prematurely. My mom went into labor, and the hospital here in Las Cruces didn't have a neonatal unit at the time, so they had to take me to El Paso, which is like a 30-minute or so drive. And when we got to the hospital, they couldn't do a C-section to remove me because I was already like in the birth canal, so I had to be born, and my mom didn't fully dilate. And so when I came out, like, I was like, my nose was all pushed in and everything, and they thought I was going to die. My mom was Catholic, so I was baptized at birth because they thought I was going to die. When I didn't die, like the next day, or I don't know how many days afterwards, like I was solid black and blue and stuff. But I had a shock of red hair. I'm a natural redhead. So I was like, my mom always joked because she said there was a bunch of black women that gave birth to babies at night. And she said that when she first saw me, she was like, said that wasn't her baby, that I was the baby of one of them black women that hadn't had
Oh no
babies. She was just joking though. My mom had a fucked up sense of humor sometimes.
Yeah, that's my mom's sense of humor.
But after I survived and everything, like, oh my God, for many, many years, I had to undergo like a lot of testing because they thought I might have like brain damage and stuff like that.
Wow.
Because of the trauma of the birth. But it turned out I had like a really high IQ. Like, I have a really high IQ.
Oh yeah.
But I had to I remember, yeah, because I remember like having to go to like this person that does I think it's called an EEG. It's where they stick electrodes to your head and read your brain waves. All kinds of stuff. Like, I had to undergo a lot of testing.
I made the chat as big as I can do. You might have a high IQ, Kim, but I can do this. Okay.
You can do what? What?
You can't even see it, can you? Only those with low IQs can see what I'm doing right now. I'm just messing. I was just making the chat big on the screen. Anyway, we got I think one more story. Last story. I've never. Go ahead.
Kim, did you see the other night when Waylon was doing this thing with the screen and he was adjusting it? Were you there?
No.
Did you see how I thought that I could do it and I didn't know it was his camera?
No, we were just
it was a studio.
We were just hanging out, and Chris, I wasn't looking like Chris was over here doing this thing, and I thought he was like trying to like get a word in, like let me just say something, but he thought he could zoom his camera in like mine does. He thought it was part of this.
What did he have? Think he had telekinesis or whatever?
I don't know, but
no, well, I thought it was the program, and I was doing this for like 5-10 minutes. I even did it with the other hand. I was like, I got my light. I was doing this thing.
What happened to Bean?
No one told me anything. They just watched me.
I told you eventually. I thought, well, what's he doing that for? All right, so this is the last story. I don't know if it was Beans or not, but he left. I have never had good luck with scratch-off tickets. Actually, that's my story. Yeah, I've never won anything off of a scratch-off. Maybe like a couple times I won like another ticket or something like small, maybe a $2 scratch-off or something, but I never once won like $10 or $20 or anything.
Have you spent over $1,000 on tickets?
I was never like sucked into it like that, or like a lot of people are.
Okay. The more you spend, you got to win eventually. You would think.
That's true.
Man, listen to this.
Go ahead.
I was like 18 at the time. It was just legal to buy some, and I got like $40 worth of scratch offs. Ended up winning like $200 back, and turned around and took the whole $200 back in there and bought more because I thought, if I won this much, I'm probably gonna win some more.
I'm not done yet.
Just waste
lost every fucking bit of it.
You know what?
You had
Some
fun,
people,
right?
yeah. Well, yeah. I hope you had
That's
fun.
what you're paying
Like,
for.
well, through the years, I've had birthdays where people would get one for me or something like that. My mom or somebody would put in a stocking or something, and yeah. So it wasn't a lot for me, but I don't know. I don't know. I might have felt the same way, TJ. Like, oh man, I could buy so many more with this. Because some people get it down to a science of like what days of the month they come to that gas station to change them out and all this stuff.
I had it down to the what numbers. At one time, I knew what numbers on the reel were the best ones that were winning tickets.
And they can look back and see how many tickets are still left and stuff. And like, you ever do pull tabs? Anybody ever heard of pull tabs?
I think I've heard of it, but I can't remember what it is.
Yeah, boy, they're at bars or whatever, and they can show you all the winners and which ones are left or whatever. And then you start to see when there's only like 25 pull tabs left, and there's still a 500 winner. You buy the whole fucking thing, and you sit there and just pop it up. But yeah, pull tabs are cool. It's an older thing.
Nice. I think I've heard about it. I don't know if I saw them, but
yeah, they were like 10 cents a piece, but you could buy a shitload of them. You just sat there and drink your beer and you pop pull tabs.
Usually, I remember when I was doing it, it was like 90 to 120 were like the best ones to win.
Series or whatever.
Yeah, well, no, like the number of tickets, like you had on a whole roll, like those numbers 90 through 120 were like your best chances of winning something. Yeah, it was like midway in the roll.
Yeah.
So speaking of chances to win, if you're watching on Facebook, one final push, smash that like button for a better chance to win the door prize. And if you're watching on Rumble right now, let me see a hashtag PITB, and I'll add you on the wheel one more time because we want people to be on Rumble, and that's why I incentivize it by giving you an extra spot. Elisa, Diane, Lila Rose. Who else is on the Rumble? Let's go. 25 Rumblers in the house right now. I'm sure we got enough for a few more. You see that, you guys? I have 622 followers on Rumble. Shouts out. Thank you, guys. I have 5,000 followers on Facebook.
Did you break 5,000 yet?
I'll look, but I'm just saying I have 5,000 on Facebook, 600 on Rumble, and we have 3 times as many people watching on Rumble. That's because of the Facebook garbage, like you were saying. You were even trying your damnedest. Look how much work you had to put in to get people to be able to find it. That shouldn't have to do all that. At followers, at highlights, at top fans on 2 different pages, at everyone on multiple groups, sharing it to multiple groups, sharing it into Facebook Messenger. Like the list goes on of all the things you have to do.
They just took the post down from me trying to share it. That's what happened. That's why nobody.
And they say I'm recommendable, Troy. I have the check mark. They say I'm doing all this stuff. Oh, you're on a streak. Oh, you're doing so well. Here's this badge or whatever. And then they still do this kind of crap.
It's bullshit.
It's always bullshit.
Absolute bullshit. Sorry.
You didn't pay enough money to Meta.
That's exactly it.
Well, if you pay them for an ad, you can most certainly put in porn or whatever the hell you want to do. If you pay
exactly. That's why I said you didn't pay Meta enough.
I'm curious to see what the fallout from these 2 lawsuits that they've lost is going to be.
It seems like Meta is gutting Facebook and just pushing everything into their other Meta assets, is what it looks like to me.
I thought Facebook made Meta.
Waylon, the indoor farmer, needs 11 more likes, you guys.
11 more follows on the page. Let's go.
We can do that. We can do that.
In the meantime, let me tell you guys something a little bit about this company called Chicago Steak Company. It's actually pretty interesting. Today's sponsor is Chicago Steak Company, and they are giving away 8 free steak burgers on every order. Code 8burgers. The code is 8burgers. Think about the last time you bought burgers at the grocery store. You stood there staring at the wall of plastic-wrapped ground beef, trying to figure out which one isn't going to turn into a hockey puck on the grill. Maybe you grabbed the expensive organic pack. Maybe you went cheap. Either way, you got home, fired up the grill, and watched them shrink to half their size, dry in the middle, falling apart throughout the grates. Chicago Steak Company figured out a better way. They make half-pound steak burgers from USDA prime beef, hand-formed from premium cuts, and ship them to your door in dry ice. These hold together on the grill, stay juicy, and actually taste like steak. Tastes like steak. Ooh. Here's the deal: spend $189 or more on any steaks that you want. Use code 8burgers, and then they add 8 free steak burgers plus a bottle of steak seasoning plus free shipping to your order. That's $200 in free extras on top of whatever you ordered. 15,000 5-star reviews. These people know what they're doing. Go to mychicagosteak.com/rumble, code 8burgers, link in the description. Get them before they're gone. And
that's
you know what?
4 pounds of free burgers, dude. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's huge. They've been doing this every time I read theirs is worth it. $1.95. Thank you, My Chicago Steak Company. It's very, very worth it. Plus, it sounds like a great deal. I'm actually looking into getting some kind of a subscription meat service. You know what I mean? Because
they do delivery. Okay,
yeah, like where you know you're getting quality meat, and they kind of give you different varieties and stuff like that. Who else am I missing over here? Let's see. Andrew.
I want to find a local source here that raises beef cattle for that's like, I don't know, not full of hormones and shit.
Do they have those places where you can go and they bring them up or whatever, you can bid on them or whatever, and you and your buddy split up, each take half a slab or whatever?
You just go to a local farmer, and they usually sell cows by quarters, halves, and wholes.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
And then you tell them, and they'll butcher it for you, and you know how it's grown. You know that they're not grown it for any corporation. They're not pumping cows for a hormone.
That sounds like a dogfight.
Yeah, she's got a bunch of them. All right, that's everybody.
They know that the cows aren't pumped full of hormones. You go to a local farmer or a butcher. Any place.
You go to Chicago Steak Burger and you have them deliver 4 pounds of free hamburger, 4 pounds of free burgers. Now I'm hungry for a burger, dude.
Right? So everybody that commented below the video on Rumble, if you guys don't know about that, on like YouTube and Rumble, you have the live chat that you're in now, but then if you close the live chat, you can actually comment, make a permanent comment on that post that people will be able to see later. And if they ever find my show for whatever reason, they'll see somebody actually made comments on it. The same thing goes for the YouTube. Anyway, we're spinning the wheel right now. That's everybody. Oh, Sean. I see Sean popped in. I've got to put you on here, brother. Kyle, I got you. Madison got you. Hell yeah. Okay. Thank you, everybody. And I got Troy and TJ both on here. Plus, everybody else who comes on screen gets a spot just for participating in the show. And cheers, smoke them if you got them. You got to be here to win. If you're a paid member of my community, you can be tagged, which is kind of a nice little benefit. Not everybody allows for the tagging, so yeah, I do. I have different tiers of subscription. Subscribe for $2 a month on locals.com or for $1.64 a month if you pay for a whole year. Brenda is gone, I think. We'll give her a minute. We'll give her not a whole minute, but we'll give her a little bit. Got to wait at least until the delay comes through on the other side.
Brenda who? Do we know?
Brenda Vidari. She's the one she was the story keeper tonight.
Shit.
She's actually one of the Indoor Farmer Game Night team captains, and also a story keeper every other week on People in the Boxes. So she's
thanks to her.
Yeah, I think she left though.
Well, that's why you got to hang out till the end.
I want to point out, Lisa May said this earlier. She said, "Well, they should pay you for just reading their ads all day. You're pretty good at it." Thank you, Lisa.
You're a natural.
Sometimes, like if I've smoked too much, man, I'm going. It's all right. We'll just respin it.
You spin me right, baby, right.
So I got to change up some of these wheels for this weekend. Brenda is the returning champ for game night, and Troy, you're welcome. Especially now that you've been on, you know how the studio kind of works out, and this coming week is a new game for the month of April. I make a different game every month, and this game is called Tiptoe Around the Baloney Hole. So,
oh, jeez. Yeah. I can only imagine.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. It has a springtime vibe to it. Andrew, what's up, my dude?
You have a springtime vibe baloney hole. Rock on.
I was gonna say, what was the name of it again? One time.
Listen,
it's pretty cool looking.
The springtime, the tiptoe through the tulips and around the baloney hole. Okay, it's a springtime vibe.
I've never
Andrew's
heard
here.
baloney hole before.
You never heard the baloney hole? Let me show you.
Oh, please do.
I'll show it to you.
He's proud of his baloney hole.
Yeah, so what I'm envisioning
Pretty amazing.
It's got to be different. Let's hope.
Let's see. I think
not the same as a starfish, is it?
I gotta remember how to find it. Oh yeah, it's right here. That's my Wheat Grow Wednesday. Okay,
Whoa,
here it is.
That looks disgusting.
A baloney hole.
It just looks so wrong. Okay, I see. It is a hot dog hole.
It's well, you know what? You might be right
It's
about that. I thought it was the big. I think you can get like a log of bologna. Like it's
Okay, it looks like the end of a hot dog almost.
You're not wrong. I thought now that you say that, it makes me think maybe
it looks like a giant bologna that some immigrant molested.
Yeah, there's definitely molestation going on here.
Yeah, it's a little different, but you know, what's going to happen is
and at the same time, it's like boobs.
Yes, with two of them.
So,
it's a game board.
It's a game board. There's two game boards that's going to happen here. There's going to be a bunny rabbit on one side, picking up eggs, and on the other side, there's going to be the players as pieces. Your players. So like so look at your yourself on the screen, Troy. You see how I can move you around?
Oh wow! Yeah.
So and I can also do this. I can make you the size that I need for the game board.
Perfect.
And although it won't have to be that small on Sunday since the game board will be bigger, but to that point, like I can make the players as pieces.
That's cool.
What we're gonna try and do this weekend. And
do you
so
know why?
What?
I'm sorry, I was going to say. Do you know why we have Easter eggs?
I can't say I do.
Because a rabbit fucked the chicken.
That makes sense, I guess. It's probably.
You know, there are some chickens that lay like blue and like different colored eggs.
Brown for sure.
Uh-huh.
Red almost.
Can you imagine how embarrassed dude was? Oh no, they ain't mine.
Chicken fucker.
I need to work on my gaming skills. What do you mean, Elisa May? You've never even once played in game night. Maybe one time. I don't remember. You gotta be able. You gotta be like a regular player to understand the ins and outs. Because you got to think about it this way: the pool of people who play on the general basis every week is almost the same people until new people come in, like TJ. But so they like variety too. Every month I come up like something totally different. If you don't like this game, wait until next month. It'll be something else altogether. Anyway, let's get out of here. It's been fun. Still got 30 people chilling with us. You guys, appreciate you. Go follow TJ. Find all Kindsnine. Say again, Kim.
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I heard something.
I did. I said before we leave.
You sounded like
one more joke.
A girl. Go ahead.
I do not believe in luck. I'm a Christian, and I believe that
divine intervention.
Divine intervention. I feel it. I believe in good fortune.
Isn't it called grace?
Grace. Depends on
or fate. Fate. Maybe karma. Yeah.
I don't believe in karma.
You don't believe in karma?
Mm-mm.
She believes in you. I don't know.
Karma karma is attached to
Hindu?
Buddhism or Hinduism or
Yeah.
something like that. And
Yeah.
it has to do with past life regeneration, and I don't believe in past life regeneration.
But what about the basic thought of karma, which most like regular Westerners think of as like
Well, that's not karma though. That's biblical.
balance?
The Bible says you reap what you sow. What comes
Okay.
around goes around.
So it's like a faster way to say it, reap what you sow. It's like too many.
So,
too
the thing about
syllables.
world religions is a lot of them have beliefs and principles or whatever that overlap each other because they all come from
Yeah, that's
ancient
true.
origins, and so
A lot of religions seem very similar, and if you in like in
yeah,
general.
they do have certain things that are similar.
I wanna let our new guests get out of here, but I want to make sure we promote them. Make sure you guys go check out Troy. Is there a page, Permanent Farms?
No, but there's the Instagram and the Facebook. You can just follow me
Okay.
on Troy Stevens on Facebook, and then Instagram's Permanent Farms Test Grow 2.0.
Cool. Yeah, and I know you hang out with over there with Nancy and Tom a lot sometimes, and I've seen you over there. But yeah, guys, go check them out, and I'm hoping to get you guys back on. Of course, I'd like to get what I'm trying to do is grow the pool of sort of reoccurring co-hosts where not everybody has to be there every week, but kind of first come first serve. Hey, who's this first 6 this week that want to
who's available and stuff like
right,
cool.
that kind of thing. Yeah, but anyway,
like the Flyers Club where they've got the regulars, but they swap them in.
Yeah. Well, and you can think of this show as like a networking opportunity. All of us that are more professional, trying to like create something or build something, a brand. You come on this once a week, and we do a little networking, and we have some fun while we do it, and also maybe gain a little perspective amongst each other, which is I think sorely needed these days.
Well, maybe one of these times, or we'll set a milestone or something. Maybe we'll give away a bubble bucket system one show.
Dude, yeah. I mean, if anything like that comes up, I'm always willing to figure something out.
Go
ahead.
When I get some extra products like hats and hemp backpacks and stuff, I might donate one for door prize or something.
Cool. Yeah, man. No worries. But if you guys want to do stuff like that, let me know. I'm no pressure. I do want to tell everybody. Everyone who has been gotten in on the waffle I've been doing, I'm going to be spinning that probably tomorrow. I'll probably go live and do that. We're up to 179 spots.
Damn.
179 spots. $2 a spot. So it's going to be a live shopping spree, Troy. It's going to be I'm going to Drizzle Dab, one of my sponsors. He's nearby. I'm going to go there and do a live stream with the winner and whoever else wants to hang out with us and do a shopping spree with the winner and let them pick out whatever they want.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's kind of cool.
Kind of a little unique of a waffle.
Absolutely.
All right.
Virtual shopping spree, man.
Yeah, I think it'll be fun. I'm going to do more of them too. It won't be the last one. All right, hit the like button, everybody. Congrats, Andrew. I wrote it down, brother. You got a spot on game night, and that way you won't have to use any of your tickets on Sunday. I'll write it down now. I don't forget. But yeah, otherwise, hit the like button, share it out. I don't know. I guess going back.
I'll make a comment real quick.
Back into the loop. Yeah, go ahead.
For anybody that's in Missouri or close to the Lake of the Ozarks, come check me out at All Kindsnine. We'll be bending at Mocana Fest. It's amazing cannabis event. It's happening Friday night and Saturday. So come check me out, and I'll sign some stuff, and you can come buy some stuff from me, and we'll do a little one-on-one chat.
Oh yeah, he's got a cool hat.
Do you guys have Bigfoot there?
There's a
cool hat.
They're limited edition. I may not can get another one of these, but it's they're by they're called shoot, hold on, give me a second.
How much are they?
Into the stash.
Hey Gipper, this is their grassroot California hats, but they got all kind of logos. They have pins that come with them too. Like this one is $50 if I can get some more of them. But I got all kind of hats. They're all limited edition. There's only usually about 150 made of them, along with matching pins if I can get the pins. It all depends on first come first serve type thing.
Sure. Well, yeah, man. If anybody's going to Mocana Fest, shout out. Tell them that you saw them here. That'd be really sweet. Let me know if that happens, TJ.
I will.
All right, cool. Well, guys, we'll see you on Sunday otherwise for game night, or, obviously I'll do some probably random live streams through the weekend. And I do want to do the spin tomorrow at some point. I guess I should have made some kind of promotion for it, but I'm just going to do it live while I'm getting some other stuff done. So, all right. Remember, tip your waiters on the way out, and we'll see you all later. If you have any questions for anybody from on screen, hit me up, and I can answer those.
Thanks for having me on. It was nice to meet everybody, even Bean. Yep. Nice to meet you, Kim.
By the way, his laptop died, if anyone's wondering on screen.
Okay, yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Like he's not the only one having computer problems.
You feel better now?
I was just gonna say that too, Kim. Shouts out to Kim for being a trooper and getting it done. Yeah. All right. Remember, I got a little new outro for you all, so check this out and enjoy. And remember, everybody's got to eat. Peace, guys.